Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
It's time for Sports Day.
Beautiful day.
Turn it up. It's Sports Day with Dan Day.
On shaky grounds here in South Florida, the Dolphins, bevy of draft picks, but are they any better? Pat Riley has his end of the season press conference tomorrow. What in the world is he going to be asked, and what in the world is he going to say? The Panthers, not in the playoffs. Will they get back to the top of the mountain? And the Marlins, right around 500. Can they figure out a way to get into the playoffs early in this Major League Baseball season? We're going to try to figure it all out today with a little bit of sunshine here in South Florida. And my cousin, Vladimir Louison, has joined me. I am Dan Day. It really is a beautiful day today, Vlad, although we do have a lot of questions and we're on shaky ground here in South Florida. Inter Miami 2 tied yesterday. Once again, still waiting for the first win at New Stadium.
Hard times, Daddy. Hard times.
We don't know what's going on. I have so many questions.
You know what? I mean, isn't it funny that the first time that you guys are not in the postseason, you still have many, many, many questions?
Oh, I watched those NHL playoffs and NBA playoffs yesterday. They were so exciting and so good. But then every once in a while, I just step aside and go, man, I wish the Panthers or I wish the Heat were a part of this. And then went back to watching with no dog in the fight. We're going to get to what Pat Riley is going to say tomorrow. And what
so it is tomorrow.
What we would ask him tomorrow, 1:00 Eastern time. Your boy's not going to be able to ruin the Heat like he usually does. Oh, he is?
Yeah. I mean, now that he knows his one, I think we're going to have a special Frog Boy appearance.
So our midday host
will be here
Brendan
from
Tobin
10 to noon.
Will be tampering with the Miami Heat and Pat Riley, which he's done in the past.
Yes. I think he'll probably be on from 10 to noon and then he'll leave.
What we need to do is what we're going to do later on. We're going to make a list of questions we want him to ask, and we're going to send it
and a
to
list
him.
of questions we don't want him to ask.
It's better off to send a list of do not ask rather than do asks, but we'll do both. Let's do both. That's going to be a fun exercise that you and I are going to do, Vlad. We're going to put together a list, and we're going to send it to Brendan Tobin via email and video. Therefore, there's evidence. And if things go awry and we lose the flagship station of the Heat, we know who to blame, and we can say, hey, we did our part.
Old Tobes.
Brendan Tobin, I know you're listening. It's coming. Just beware. All right, so the Dolphins had 13 overall picks yesterday. Not yesterday, over the past couple of days in the draft, and we're going to go through those too. There's been some draft grades. Once again, Vlad, draft grades, what do they mean? Right now, nothing, but we'll see. At least to halfway nail some of them.
I would love for them to
we should do a draft grade 5 years later.
Yeah, I would like to see some of the grades, like some of the grades that these insiders, these draft guys have given. For example, they gave right now they like the Cowboys and the Jets draft, so they're giving them high marks.
They gave Cleveland a high mark,
right? So I like for them. Let's go back to 2021.
Receipts.
I like to go back to 2021 and see some of the grades that they gave, some of the high grades they gave teams, and see if those draft picks have actually hit and made that grade legit, or if that grade was just basura. So that's what I like to see. Right now, we can't say nothing. Everybody, you're happy with some of your picks. You're questioning some of the picks, but we're not gonna know until the whistle blows in September.
Yes, until September, because preseason you can see a few things. And I love preseason football, but
you're the only one.
I mean, I do the post game, man. It's exciting. There's so much to break down. There's so much hope. Maybe not so much hope this year, but we'll see. Hey, look, we'll see. I think the Dolphins were more worried about the back end of the season as opposed to the front end of the season, but never know. Never know. We have a quarterback. We have a running back for now. We didn't draft a running back. So that means if you read between the lines, Devon Achane will be playing for this team next year, or this year, however you want to look at it. That's between the lines. We're gonna stay between the lines today. Let's do that. Marlins play today at 4:05. Try to get that rubber match against the San Francisco Giants. Get back to 500. They're one game below 500. They are 13-14. You can hear that game right here on 104.3 FM WQAM. I don't know if anything sounds better on the radio or on your listening device than baseball. The crack of the bat, the crowd, everything. Oh, man, it's just so cool. And the announcers are awesome, man. Jack McMullen, Steven Strom. Oh, man. I listened to it on the way home yesterday. It was only a 15-minute drive, but I listened to the way home yesterday.
Riveting stuff.
I rewatched our show from yesterday, too. I had a lot of time on my hands yesterday. And then I also watched NHL playoffs, and I watched the NHL and NBA playoffs. And that, hanging out. Yeah, of course, riveting stuff, man. If you like this show, rewatch it. It's like watching The Simpsons. So many things you miss in the ether. All right, let's get some headlines.
All right, I was about to say, you about to pull a homer and just start, backpedaling your way back into the bushes.
Very excited. I'm going to the beach today, man. I'm too beautiful outside. And I've already got reconnaissance. Nathan has already gone out to the beach, said there are bad ones everywhere, and there's even live music. So, I mean, like, come on. I got recon, man. Okay, let's get to some headlines. Let's talk some sports. Mel Kiper Jr., if you believe him, he's given the Dolphins a B, as in second letter of the alphabet, on their draft. Well, you're listening casually.
It's the second letter in everything, buddy.
Well, you could be listening casually and you think I said a D, but it's a B.
No, he gave him a B.
B as in boy. Okay. Yesterday, Miami picked up two safeties, Pittsburgh's Kyle Lewis and Texas's Michael Taffy. They also picked up Missouri wide receiver, which they need a lot of help in, Kevin Coleman Jr., Mississippi State tight end, Seydou Traore, Texas guard, DJ Campbell, and Iowa edge rusher, Max Lulewin. The Dolphins also signed Iowa quarterback Mark Gronowski.
That's undrafted?
Mark Gronowski, undrafted rookie.
So they really didn't draft a quarterback?
Nope. Mark Gronowski. He played for two national championships at South Dakota State, and then last year he was at Iowa.
Okay.
So there's four quarterbacks in the room right now. You've got Malik Willis. You got Quinn Ewers. You've got, I want to say his name's Cam Powers. And then you've got Mark Gronowski. Quarterback competition, as they said.
I'm shaking.
I don't know if that's introducing competition in the quarterback room, Vlad.
No, Malik Willis is your guy, man.
I know. I mean, but they promised us that there's going to be competition.
Whatever.
Maybe later.
Come on, man.
Maybe later.
Competition when you're paying somebody $24 million a year.
And you're also paying another guy $50 million a year that's not on the team.
Yeah, so ain't no competition.
Right now, we got to get our books straight. How we do it. Let's see. They don't even have the guy Cam. Who's the quarterback? Dolphins quarterbacks. His name's Cam.
Listen, a lot of these Dolphins are going to have to put, name tags on
Cam Miller. Cam Miller.
Because the fan base will not know many of them.
Does the name Cam Miller strike any type of fear in your heart?
No.
Man, we have got the Dakotas covered. Cam Miller played for North Dakota State. And the guy I was telling you about, Mark Gronowski, he played for South Dakota State.
Hey, man, you search high and low to find talent, man.
Search the Dakotas. That's all you got to do. 9 Miami Hurricanes in all were taken in the NFL draft. Yesterday, defensive back Keontae Scott went to the Bucks. Offensive lineman Inez Cooper to the Jets.
Yes, sir.
And C.J. Daniels went to the Rams. Ty Simpson will be throwing him some passes. Maybe not. Marlins fell to the Giants 6-2 yesterday. The rubber match is today at 4. I kind of got an issue with Yuri Perez.
Why?
On his baseball glove, which,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what other glove he'd be wearing. It says baby goat on his baseball glove. Let's become the ace of the team before you can call yourself a goat. Yeah. So Nathan tried to explain to me that, his pitch rate and his spin rate is one of the highest in baseball. I
don't give a rat's ass about none of that.
You need to be the ace of a team.
You got to be, in order for you to be the GOAT, first be the best pitcher on your team. You're not even going to be that.
Sorry, Yuri.
You're not even going to be the best pitcher on your team.
Yep.
Yeah.
You lost yesterday, too, by the way.
Be a calf. First of all, why don't you try to be a calf before you try to be a GOAT? Let's take some steps here.
I have a problem with people calling themselves the GOAT even.
Well, I mean, listen.
Tom Brady doesn't go out and be like, I'm the GOAT.
He thinks it.
He knows it.
He exudes it. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, you can call yourself the GOAT.
I didn't like it even when my girlfriend did it. What was her name? Simone Biles. I didn't like that.
What? But she is.
I know, but like a lot of people call you that. You
No, wait a minute. Sometimes, listen.
Did you like when LL Cool J called himself the GOAT?
But that's rap.
Is he? He's not the GOAT.
But you're supposed to think that.
Oh, okay. It's like boxing.
You're supposed. All right. Let me ask you.
Is the rap? Although
no, it's not even a rap.
No,
it's not even rap. It's not even about rap. It's just about anything in competition or entertainment. You're always supposed to think you're the best.
So Yuri Perez is okay by thinking and putting on his glove, GOAT.
It's okay for him to think it, right? Maybe it's not okay for him to voice it or
show it, yeah,
or at least without some backing. You know, if he had 4 starts and it was like complete game where he's going 7+, striking out 9, and he's putting up ridiculous numbers, guess what? He's making a case for it. He's not making a case right now. So yeah, he needs to relax.
That glove might have been illegal too, by the way. You're not supposed to have any white on your baseball glove. It was a green glove with white lettering.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm just saying. I don't know how Yuri Perez is catching so much heat, but I'm in one of those moods. NBA playoffs, fantastic. You and I said it, Vlad, and you especially. Man, Timberwolves had the Nuggets number.
I've been saying that for like the longest.
Timberwolves are up 3-1 on the series. By the way, Anthony Edwards and
Dante DiVincenzo. Man, he gone. That's sad to see.
But they still won without the 2 guys, 2 of the best players.
One of the best moves they did during the trading deadline was getting Ayo. I forgot his name. I don't want to. Is it Demantu? I think it's Ayo Demantu. They got him from the Chicago Bulls. He came off the bench and dropped a 40 burger on them, bro. A 40 burger off the bench.
The Nuggets are in trouble.
And they have no respect for the Nuggets.
No, they don't care.
They tell them to their face, they soft. They tell them to their face, they're defensive cones. They got no respect for them.
They should.
And then last night at the end of the game, like, listen.
McDaniels did a meaningless layup.
But here's the thing about meaningless layup, right?
Jokic is trying to just fire up his team.
Cool.
Gotta do something.
Here's the thing I hate about this unwritten rule. Okay, it's an unwritten rule. But you know what's a written rule? You play to the whistle. Correct?
We'll discuss it later.
You play to the whistle.
I mean, there's 2 sides of it.
There's 2 sides. And you know what?
I think Jokic could have handled it differently.
I just think Jokic. Guess
get
what?
Back in the next game,
not even get back in the next game. The game is over. Just get your ass to the locker room. This game is over. Get you right.
To fire his team up, but
You know what? You want to fire your team up? Rip their asses in the locker room for not being able to win a game when 2 of the key players in the Minnesota Timberwolves are out, especially their best player.
You know who else is in trouble? Top seed in the East, the Pistons. They got whooped by the Magic yesterday, 113-105. Whoopsie! I am not a believer in the Pistons.
You've never.
No, they can come back and win this series. I'm not saying that, but not a believer. I don't think they're coming out of the East. I'll put it that way. I don't think that's a stretch.
No.
They're lucky to get out of the Magic. And the Magic are a good team. They just play
Magic are a weird team. This is what the Magic
poorly at the end of the season.
But here's the thing about the Magic. The Magic they can win this series and all of a sudden start getting back. Everybody's on kumbaya. Everybody's on one accord. Or they could lose and then Mosley's gone. Banchero might be traded. Like they're a weird team right now. And right now they got good juju. They got good momentum going on right now.
They're an enigma
but
team.
At any given moment, they could lose tomorrow and then everything goes back left. Yep. So we'll see.
The Knicks got right yesterday. They tied their series at 2, defeating the Hawks 114-98. Knicks were not in control the whole game, but I felt
they were in control the whole game.
I felt very confident in them most of the game.
They were in control the whole game. They played like the way they should have been playing. It's ridiculous.
The Thunder, surprise, surprise, they took a commanding 3-0 lead on the Suns, winning 121-109. Today's action: Cavs and the Raptors at 1, Spurs, Blazers at 3:30, Celtics, 76ers at 7, and the Lakers go for the sweep of the Rockets at 9:30. Please, Lakers, end the Rockets' misery.
Well, they should for the simple fact that
I think Kevin Durant's like, whatever.
No, if they do, they get at least 8-9 days off before their next series. Because mind you, OKC is probably going to finish Phoenix tomorrow.
They should.
So if the Lakers win tonight, and OKC is wins tomorrow, both series will be done. Guess what? They won't start until the following week.
Yeah, it'll be nice for the Lakers. For
It
sure.
definitely. Well, it might be nice for both teams. Jalen Williams as well.
Yeah, Jalen Williams week to week, man, not day to day.
Not day to day, is week to week. That's what. So yeah.
NHL playoffs continue today at 2:00. It's the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins. At 4:30, Colorado Avalanche go for the sweep of the LA Kings. 7:00, Montreal Canadiens take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then at 9:30, the Edmonton Oilers will face the Anaheim Ducks. Yesterday, the Carolina Hurricanes swept the Ottawa Senators. Minnesota Wild defeated the Dallas Stars. That was a wild game. And the Penguins stayed alive, winning against the Philadelphia Flyers. Philadelphia Flyers got a little tight in that game when they had a chance to close out the sweep. So cool stuff. Canes baseball team, they took down Cal 4-3. The rubber match is today at 1. Andrew Wiggins.
What about Wiggy?
He has a player option for $30.2 million.
I think I would take it.
He says he loves Miami, but he and his agent will get together and decide what is best for his future. Pat Riley going to hold his end of the season press conference tomorrow at 1. So Andrew Wiggins did the right thing. Whenever players talk about money, this is what you should say. I have an agent for that. Don't go out there to a tongue of loa. The market is the market. Show me the money. Tyler Hero's dumbass. He could pay me now or he could pay me later. Do what Andrew Wiggins does. I implore all athletes and really all people, when it comes to talking about money, say, I have someone for that, and they're going to deal with it. You're clean. You're clear. Can't get mad. Can't get upset.
But then don't be upset. But don't be upset when people. But then you get this with. Then the media gets upset when, they're not authentic. No, they're not being real and stuff like that.
Double barrels.
So, I mean, what he said is what he said. But guess what? When you say something, you got to live up to it.
You do.
So, therefore, he said it.
Still, the worst statement this year. I want to be the hottest chick in the game by Giannis Antetokounmpo, right?
But he's right. He's right, though. He is.
Right. He's a man.
But he is. Everybody's going to be going for him. Everybody's going to be.
We got a lot of text.
Putting packages together to make trade offers to try to get him.
A lot of text yesterday, 305-567-0560. I know my guy Adam
You know what?
weighed in. A lot of people are like, man, Dan, you and Vlad bring up a good point. Giannis is terrible in the playoffs.
Let me tell you this. You know who Giannis is? Giannis is Diana Russini.
We're going to get to that too now.
And I'm going to tell you why.
Why is he Diana Russini?
Remember how Russini would go on many shows saying like clowning her husband?
Yeah.
Well, basically him saying, I'm the hottest shit. Like him saying he's basically clowning Milwaukee and is allowing everybody to know that he's available. Just make a good trade pack offer and, he'll go.
You want him on the Knicks?
We'll see after the end of this playoffs.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's basically, he's absolutely right when he said he is the hottest chick in the game, because guess what? Many teams who are in the postseason right now are going to be looking at themselves. If they don't reach their goal, they're gonna be on hit. Well, they'll be calling Milwaukee and trying to get Giannis. So yes, he has every right to think he's the hottest chick in the game. Not the right terminology, maybe I would use.
I mean, I understand the rap song. We all know the.
I understand the reference.
Yeah,
and I understand what he's meaning.
Maybe a little misplaced.
I wouldn't say I'm the hottest chick in the game.
But maybe that's how he identifies. And that's how he identifies. I'm fine with that. I respect.
Hey man,
that.
Whatever. You
claim
your gender, whatever. Whatever pronouns you want to use. I'm good.
You live your reality, honestly.
Right? But I'm just saying. Yeah.
But it's interesting. You give a very political and very much like when you're supposed to talk about money. Let's see what happens after the playoffs. Not yes or no. Let's see what happens after the playoffs.
Because that's really what's going to happen. Many teams here are. He's right when he said he is going to be the hottest.
I don't know, Ja Morant.
But
Kawhi,
but the thing about but guess what?
Two-time
other than Kawhi, but the Kawhi has they both got injury problems. But Giannis,
everybody does.
But Giannis, he's been pretty much flirting with the idea of leaving Milwaukee and joining another team, another market.
Flirts really hard with the Knicks and the Heat, it seems like.
And the Lakers.
Oh, he doesn't like it. Okay.
He flirts with the big markets.
Everybody flirts with the Lakers.
Right, but you're going to flirt with the big market teams, and he knows, like he's solidified. He won a title for Milwaukee 4 years ago,
good.
So he's good.
2 MVPs.
He's good.
We kind of ripped Herman Bertorame yesterday, so he must have heard us because he scored a goal, but it was a 1-1 draw. Inter Miami with the New England Revolution. Orlando City. They come to town Saturday at 7. Might have a debate on going to that one, Vlad.
Let's do it.
I would not mind yell. Oh,
What's going on next
yell
time?
in the press box. So okay, we'll see.
But we got this Saturday.
We got a show. Sunday we were a little
I know
short, but
yeah, because the Marlins are playing that Sunday
And
afternoon.
in case you're worried, Vlad, Panthers AHL affiliate, the Charlotte Checkers, lost in overtime to the Springfield Thunderbirds, ending their season in the first round of the playoffs.
Were they the champs?
I'm not going to read that headline again.
Were they the champs or something?
No, it's the first round of the playoffs.
I don't know.
Last year they went to the championship and lost.
I don't know. I thought the Panthers minor league system was like winning and competing and contending all the time.
Last year it went to the finals. This year it lost.
Did they win the finals like 2 years ago?
I got to check.
Remember when the Maurice family was just the household of winners?
Yeah, but I don't know if it was with Charlotte. His son was with Charlotte.
Or was it?
Might have
been another affiliate of the Panthers. Okay.
With that being said, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. A 33-year-old carpenter in England quit his job after realizing that his dog makes more money as an influencer than his actual job as a carpenter.
Wait, he quit his job because his dog is making more money being an influencer?
Online, yeah. See, I post my pictures of my bunnies. I don't get that much. I get a little bit.
So does his dog have an account?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do people try to get you to sign up for their animals' accounts a lot? It's weird, man.
No, nobody's asking me to do that.
I get guys coming like, hey, man, I saw on Instagram you
want to be yelled at?
You have pictures of bunnies. I'm like, oh, yeah. I post pictures of bunnies. Like, you need to follow my dog on Instagram. I'm like, your dog on Instagram.
They want to get yelled at.
He'll follow you back, though.
I just want to be insulted by
You're a grown man. You're a grown man and woman.
Asking me to follow your dog on Instagram.
I'm like, is it your account? No. It's strictly from my dog or my cat.
Is he going to bark back at me?
I'm like, I'll give you some likes. How about that?
Yeah. Is he going to retweet?
He'll follow back. I don't like it. I don't like it. But if you have a dog or a cat or a snake or a rabbit that you want us to follow on Instagram, please, 305-567-0560, or you can jump on the YouTube or Twitch, and we'll definitely take a gander, as we say.
I love all the humans that say animals are more interesting than humans. I love it when they say that.
It's been ringing in my head. A guy said this literally Friday.
Like just said, "Oh, animals are more interesting than humans." I'm sorry. If you do think that, you got a problem.
A guy did tell me Friday at Duffy's, nice guy. He goes, you know what? I like my dog more than I like humans. I'm like, you know what? You got problems.
You know why? Because animals don't respond back to you.
Humans don't like you.
Yeah, that's it. Guess what? You can say anything to an animal. Animal doesn't know. They can't respond back to you.
Once again, like Giannis Antetokounmpo, I respect your beliefs. I respect your identification.
I love animals because animals.
I do love animals, though. Bro.
We all love animals, but I just get annoyed when I love animals more than I love humans. All right, cool.
Then, okay, then
cool.
Why are you talking to me? Go talk to your dog.
Why? If you love animals so much, why are you talking to me? Huh?
Why are you hanging out at a bar? Why don't you?
Why you getting food?
Go to the pound.
Take your dog to Philippe's or something like that for a nice 5-course meal.
All right, we digress. Let's get back. Dolphins, they drafted yesterday. They got some grades. We're going to see how early draft grades are on the Dolphins. Does it mean anything? Does it not mean anything? We shall see next here on Sports Day 104.3 FM WQAM. This is the beginning of a beautiful day for the Miami Dolphins. We've got, Jon-Eric Sullivan, Jeff Hafley pushing the buttons, Troy Aikman and Dan Marino in the background going, hey, psst, psst, do that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Psst, psst, let's do this. It all started with the draft on Thursday night, and the grades have come in.
Already?
The grades have come
in.
For
the first round, right?
All the rounds. For
really?
Everything.
For all 7?
All 13 picks that the Miami Dolphins had.
Let me get them.
Let's break it down player by player, and then we're going to give you the overall grades. We go to CBS Sports. I love CBS Sports. Dan Rather. Never mind.
That was CBS Evening News.
Man, I love Dan Rather, though, man. Made a couple of mistakes, though. Cost him.
Well, did he?
Yeah, kind of like Diana Rossini. Dan Rather, Diana Rossini, kind of in the same boat.
Wow, was he
their
sleeping
integrity,
with?
Their integrity
was
has
he
been
sleeping
compromised.
with a congresswoman?
No, but their integrity was compromised.
Was he sleeping with a foreign aide, a foreign official?
We're digressing.
All right.
We're going to get to Diana Rossini and
was he
Vrabel.
committing sespionage? Huh?
I got some salacious.
Sespionage, that's a new word.
Sexpionage.
Yeah, sexpionage.
In the journalism world, there is sexpionage.
I don't know. I just thought I made it up.
It is a good term. I like it. Hold up. Coined. It's ours.
There it is. Trademark.
I hear it.
Vlad and Dan.
And I'll tell you this.
Sports Day.
If I see in some of these local articles, sexpionage.
If I see sexpionage anywhere.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, you better pay us.
Or at least give us homage.
Trademark by Vlad and Dan.
All I want is a Subway
Copyrighted.
Sandwich.
I don't want no Subway sandwich. What are you?
I don't know. I want something out of it.
You want what are you? Jussie Smollett? What are you?
I don't know.
Man, give me Subway.
What else do we have? I don't know.
We could think of something better.
Starbucks or something, man.
No, Starbucks is really good.
That's a good thing. Okay, so let's go through grade by grade. We're going to get to Diana Rossini, Mike Vrabel. I have some salacious takes on this. Mike
Can't get any more salacious than it is.
Oh, I got some takes.
I mean,
I've been thinking about this sexpionage that's been going on between these two.
Sexpionage. I like it.
I'm happy for him.
So what's the grade they giving the
Let's
Dolphins?
go. First things first, 12th overall pick, Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, Alabama. CBS Sports gives it an A+, by the way. A+.
To who? To the fence?
Caden Proctor.
Oh, A+?
A+.
Okay.
Now, another guy that everyone has been raving about in the pick at number 27, we traded up for him,
Mr.
Chris
Douglas.
Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, yes.
Cornerback, San Diego State. That's an A. They give it an A. Now, everybody's been raving about our other second-round pick, 43rd overall, Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker, Texas Tech.
That's an A.
That worked out in the past, getting a Texas Tech linebacker. That's an A. That's an A. Now, let's get along into a Texas Tech wide receiver in the 3rd round, Caleb Douglas. That's a D+.
Wow. They didn't like it. What's the analysis on this?
They did not like it at all. They said the only whiff of Miami
Damn, they said
draft,
only whiff. Jesus.
Whiff, but there's only one whiff. It's a 3rd round, unfortunately. Caleb Douglas pick. They called it one of our biggest reaches of the draft so far, not only on my board, but also on the consensus board where he was an outside top 200 player on a lot of consensus boards. So kind of a reach, but we need receiver. Now, when you get down to the 3rd round, 87th pick, Will Kakmarak, tight end, Ohio State. It's a B. Now, 94th pick in the 3rd round, Chris Bell, wide receiver from Louisville, A-.
I like Chris Bell.
This is the thing about Chris Bell. He's coming off of an injury. He had a little ACL problem, but they said he was a top 10 receiver in all of college football last year before the injury. So if he can get healthy, that might go from an A- to an A+. And we do need some wide receiver help because right now Malik Washington is your WR1, Vlad. Yeah. Moving on. 4th round, 130th pick, edge rusher from Texas, Trey Moore. They give it a B. 4th round, 138th pick, linebacker from Pittsburgh, Kyle Lewis, B-. 5th round, 158th pick, safety from Texas, Michael Taffy, a B. People are very high on him. 5th round, 177th pick, Kevin Coleman Jr. That is a wide receiver from Missouri, a B. Got the tight end out of Mississippi State in the 5th round, Seydou Traore, B-. He's supposed to have some good skills catching the ball and blocking. 6th round, 200 pick, DJ Campbell. He is an linebacker from Texas, inside lineman, B-. And in the 7th round, we got an edge rusher from Iowa, Max Llewellyn. That's an A-. So overall, got to remember they're new to us, man. Miami Dolphins from CBS Sports gets a B+, and that's kind of what around the board is going around with B's and B+. Now, we talked earlier, Mel Kiper Jr. First of all, he gives A grades to the likes of the Cleveland Browns. He also gives the Dallas Cowboys an A grade. Las Vegas Raiders, Fernando Mendoza helps that grade a lot. And an A-. Oh, I'm sorry, Philadelphia Eagles. The rich keep getting richer. They just always seem to make great draft picks. And lo and behold, turns out into Super Bowl wins. They got an A and an A- to your New York Jets, Vlad.
I think it's better than an A-, but go ahead.
Yeah, they got to throw some shade at the Jets,
Yeah, of course, it's doesn't go.
Well, they had no interceptions last year.
Oh, I mean,
all right, how does that happen? Tua tried.
Listen,
Tua tried.
He
so
did, though.
hard.
He did. No BS. He did. That's funny. That's a good one right there.
I mean, that's not being mean. It's being
no,
honest.
but you're right. You're right.
You should have had a pick 6.
I am very happy with the draft that the Jets had. Let's just say it like that.
So far, I'm happy with the Miami Dolphins draft. Mel Kiper Jr. gives it a B. He said, I ran out of room adding to my list. This roster needed everything. And he puts in italics, everything. Oof. Okay, so they said they did a good job of getting they got rid of the receivers. Miami added Caden Proctor at number 12 after a 1-slot trade back. Netted them 2 fifth-rounders. He's going to help out with Austin Jackson. And also Larry Borum has left in free agency. Proctor is a buzzy name the past 2 months, he says.
Yeah, it had to be it. I mean, his name was definitely garnering a lot of traction over the last couple of months. People were really intrigued by what he offers, man. That's a different young man, man. That's a different specimen, as they like to say.
Mel Kiper Jr. goes, most likely Proctor will not be catching passes from Malik Willis, but maybe he will.
He may.
Skills,
let's not act like he can't.
Yeah,
he may.
I don't know how creative. I know if Mike McDaniel were the coach, he definitely would. But I don't know how creative Jeff Hafley and those guys are going to be. But we'll see. Next pick, he raves about Chris Johnson, saying he is his CB3 of the class, the third best cornerback in the whole entire class. And you get him at number 27. Not too bad. Now,
I think it's definitely a great selection, considering that the guy that they probably were thinking of once his medical came back, was it Hood from Tennessee?
No,
McCoy from Tennessee.
He fell. And I don't blame him. I do not want guys like that.
That's tough, man.
I'm not saying he's not going to be a good player, but it's tough to sell a fan base that's dealt with these injury problems. Oh, look what we're going to do with our 11th or 12th pick. We're going to take Jermad McCoy. It's like, Caleb Douglas once again getting bashed. Said it was a reach. But he does like Chris Bell, although he's coming off a torn ACL. He says he's a first-round level talent when healthy, and he can produce in the middle, downfield, and after the catch. But he's not going to have to see Malik Washington. And our wide receiver, too, is Jalen Tolbert, by the way, Vlad. Jalen Tolbert.
Where did he come from, Dallas?
Who knows? Now, Mel Kiper Jr., big fan of Jacob Rodriguez. Everybody loves Jacob Rodriguez, by the way.
Man.
He might have been a steal.
Yeah.
And he says Kyle Lewis is a baller. That's his words, not mine.
Okay.
So overall, Mel Kiper Jr. giving it a B. So we're seeing some consistency right there. Now, we do have an issue with fan-sided. Fan-sided NFL Spin Zone puts the Dolphins at number 28th overall of the 32 teams that drafted. Ooh, okay. Miami have definitely added some talent to their NFL draft, and it was going to be impossible for them not to do that. Caden Proctor and Chris Johnson in the first round are fine selections, but nothing major. However, getting Jacob Rodriguez once again, Jacob Rodriguez might be the best player on our team on day 2 was a master move by GM Jon-Eric Sullivan. Chris Bell in the third round was also one heck of a pickup, as he was getting some first-round love earlier this offseason. And while Malik Willis signing did not make a ton of sense, he did play quite well as Jordan Love's backup in Green Bay. Quite well. There is a sliver of chance that the Dolphins could be a frisky team in 2026.
Frisky? What does frisky mean? Oh, why? You might be a team that might upset a team in December and January if they're looking to.
That's what they said. But
try to make a playoff.
The team is clearly a year or more away from actually competing. And like some of the teams lower on the power rankings, Miami could simply be preparing for a rookie quarterback in 2027's draft. When a team can't snag a quarterback from the future in a current draft, they'll typically load up the roster as much as possible for a future arrival. So this could be a wait and see year. And then finally, Sports Illustrated ranking the Dolphins draft selections. Believe it or not, you know who they think is the best player the Dolphins drafted over the past couple of days? You won't guess it because round 4, 138th overall pick, linebacker Kyle Lewis from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
The only reason the Dolphins were able to get Lewis near the end of the 4th round was because his lack of size, which limits exactly how he can be used in the NFL. But in hybrid roles that include potentially some safety work, Lewis's coverage ability should make him an asset for Hafley. Their second best pick, 3rd round, 94th overall, Chris Bell from Louisville. The Dolphins were able to get Bell near the bottom of the 3rd round because the November torn ACL might limit what he can contribute next season. Once he's fully back, Bell is talented enough to become a legitimate number 1 wide receiver. So Chris Bell, the health is the issue, not the skill. 3rd best pick, 1st round, 27th overall, cornerback Chris Johnson from San Diego State. Johnson looks like a rock-solid prospect with a very high floor as well as ceiling. And the only knock here is that maybe the Dolphins didn't need to trade up to get him.
I think here's the thing about those. If you like somebody, you want somebody, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get that person.
And Jon-Eric Sullivan did say that there was some chatter that someone was about to take him and they really wanted Chris Johnson, and they decided if you like a guy, if you pinpoint a guy and you have a chance to get him, go out there and get him.
It really seemed to me a lot of these guys wanted specific players for specific positions, and if another team ahead of them got them, they traded out and got the second best maybe player in that position. Because I think the Dolphins were in the Mansour Delaney sweepstakes, and once Kansas City drafted him, I think that was the reason why they made the move with Dallas to go one position back and get an extra 4th round pick. And with that extra 4th round pick, they might have gotten that kid from Pittsburgh.
Maybe.
So think about it. You might have gotten yourself a starting defensive player with your starting offensive lineman.
Offensive lineman, yep. 4th best pick by the Miami Dolphins, according to Sports Illustrated. 2nd round, 43rd overall, Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker.
I love that pick. I really 40. What is it? 43?
43rd. An argument could be made that Rodriguez deserves to be higher in this ranking because he's a pretty clean prospect whose athletic testing at the combine matched his production at Texas Tech. He's a big numbers guy, and I'm a numbers guy myself.
Well, he's a former quarterback.
Ooh, so
he was a quarterback at Virginia,
and then he transferred to linebacker.
And then
So maybe some stuff right there. Now, the 5th, I don't know if this is good. The 5th best pick, according to Sports Illustrated, is our 1st overall pick, 12th overall. Our 1st pick in the 1st round, Caden Proctor at Alabama. This is a prospect with the highest ceiling, but then again, that's how it's supposed to be considering he's picked 12th overall. His weight was too much up and down at Alabama. There's been some questions about his weight. And at times, so was his game last season, but the potential is through the roof. And then they go on to get the 6th as a tight end from Ohio State. 7th, the edge rusher, Trey Moore, and then 8. We're not going to go through the.
No, but you know what's funny, Cousin, is that everybody would be speaking different about certain players in this draft, like Ty Simpson and Caden Proctor, if Alabama had a running game. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I think you saw a lot of the strength of these individuals, but that Alabama team was really relying on their passing game. So, yeah, Proctor did have some weight issues, and he did get abused in that first game of the season against Florida State. Darnell Jackson was having his way with him. But if you saw Alabama from following that game that lost to Florida State till pretty much up until I believe they had to face Oklahoma later on that season, dude, that offense was cooking on all cylinders, and Proctor was a menace in that O-line.
He's got all the skills and all the measurables and everything. Like they said, very, very high ceiling, and now it's just a matter of time to see if that high ceiling.
But I also feel like if Alabama had a running game, I think a lot of it would accentuate a lot of the strength of these players.
Right.
It's very weird that everybody's clowning these guys, and then you're like, but I did watch them play. We see them play a lot. You saw Alabama play a lot. Number 74 was a menace, and he was athletic, and they threw the ball. I mean, everybody remembers that pass he caught against Georgia. But guess what? You saw how athletic he was? You saw how that big boy was moving?
Yeah.
So you put him alongside Patrick Paul, that left side of your line, if healthy, those are mountains.
It seems as though Jeff Hafley lived up to his reputation and found some gems in this draft, but once again, time will tell. Up next, going to see what the internet is saying about the Dolphins draft. A little hashtag what's trending with the Miami Dolphins draft. Do fans like the picks that were made? We will discuss that next here on 104.3 FM WQAM. So we're all breaking down the Dolphins draft. A lot of good things, a lot of questionable things, but nonetheless, overall excited. For the most part, the Dolphins have been given a B grade from the analysts. But what do the Dolphins fans feel about the recent haul of draft picks that the Miami Dolphins pulled in? We take it to X.com, formerly known as Twitter. He is at Vlad2078. I am at Dan Day Radio. At Shoutout KG posts Sullivan said a team called to trade up with the Dolphins to draft Caden Proctor. Now it is coming out that the Lions were the team to call. They took a tackle on their pick. So apparently Caden Proctor was wanted, but Jon-Eric Sullivan said, nah, he's our guy. Said he followed the board the entire way. So now you're looking at, as we look at Craycraft Fan, says the potential 2026 Miami Dolphins offensive line: Patrick Paul, Emmanuel Pregnon, Aaron Brewer. Then, of course, you got Proctor and Austin Jackson. It's okay. Hey, look, Patrick Paul, Aaron Brewer, we know they're good. Austin Jackson, if he stays healthy. Caden Proctor, we'll see. Emmanuel Pregnon, I don't know. We'll see. Of course, the Dolphins are very high on Texas guys in this pick. A couple of people are weighing in. At King of Finland says, the Dolphins must have loved what they saw at the Texas Pro Day because this is the third Longhorn they've taken. This time it's 3-year starter at guard DJ Campbell.
Look, man, a lot of these playoff teams, a lot of teams in the big programs, big conferences, SEC, Big 12, ACC were selected. I mean, think about it. You saw second and third round. It was like felt like every other draft pick was somebody from Texas Tech. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Ohio State.
A lot of Penn State guys were drafted after a bad year.
Well, Penn State had a lot of talent. That's why James Franklin, you did a piss poor job, and that's why he was fired. But, this is college football. You can get a good job immediately. Where's he at? Virginia Tech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can get a good job immediately. But that's why when you see that the players that were selected, you understand why there were certain programs who had high expectations and they fell short. So you saw Penn State, see a lot of players selected there.
Texas Tech,
Texas, even though Texas ended the year strong, they had high expectations. They were the number one team in the country, I believe. Starting the year. So, yeah.
Well, speaking of the Texas guys, Omar Kelly says, this is a quote from Dolphins senior executive John Robinson about Texas safety Michael Taffy. He's a little undersized, but doesn't shy away from throwing his body in there.
See that a lot of these cornerbacks. They said the same thing about D'Angelo Ponce, who was drafted by the Jets. They were like, he's undersized, but he plays bigger than his size, and there's a lot of dog in him and everything like that. And you want that.
If you are undersized, you've got to play with some fight and some dog.
Delusion, and also delusion.
You got to have your chest is big. Got it going on. Jordan Schultz at Schultz Report.
Hey, Jordan Schultz,
this is interesting.
I got to show him love.
This is going to be an interesting one now. Are you interested in this one? Florida State quarterback Tommy Castellanos has accepted an invite to the Titans rookie minicamp, but he'll be listed as a wide receiver per sources. Also being told that he plans to attend the Dolphins rookie minicamp that will also be as a wide receiver.
Well, you got to figure that you're not going to get your chance to be in the next level as a quarterback, but if you have skills and you really want to be an NFL player, I mean, you might have to switch positions. It's not like, what's that kid? It's not like Bill Polian telling you he should turn, wide receiver. It's not like Lamar Jackson. This guy didn't even get drafted, right? Yeah. So if you're not drafted, but they still have interest in you, you might have to change positions.
It looks like he will try to make it as a receiver in the NFL. The Dolphins they have drafted for that, but they do need some help there. So we'll see. Tommy Castellanos.
You could be Hines Ward. You could be Antoine Randall. A lot of these. Absolutely. Yeah.
Dolphins very high.
And by the way, the Dolphins, they don't care. They could use them. They right now the cupboard's bare. So anything anything shiny, anything that's useful, they're going to use.
Absolutely. Eric Galco at Eric Galco says the Dolphins got a great, in capital letters, value in Texas offensive guard DJ Campbell. The former 5-star recruit had 43 starts over the last 3 years and has some of the best SEC offensive guard tape in the class. Basketball and track star in high school too. And that movement shows up on film at Texas and at the Senior Bowl. So some people are really high on DJ Campbell. 5-star recruit coming out. See if we can make it happen. You can never have enough depth on that offensive line, man. Never have enough depth on the offensive line. So all in all, people are happy right now. Of course, when you put on the pads and you start playing, it's going to be interesting. Nonetheless, and of course, Eric Sullivan, Will Manso has tweeted out a video of Jon-Eric Sullivan explaining why he chose Caden Proctor over players like Caleb Downs and Ruben May Jr., which we heard yesterday. It's his guys, man. That's the guy that they wanted. They said they followed the board. They were lock in step every way, every draft pick. But at the end of the day, Jon-Eric Sullivan says, it's me who makes these calls. Me.
He's right.
He's right. That's the way to do it. Not the way it's always been done, but that's the way to do it. So we get to see these guys eventually put on some pads and get things going. Very excited for this draft class. It seems like they had a direction. They weren't just willy-nilly picking, and hopefully it will pay off. Up next, going to get you caught up with everything happening in and around the sports world. Plus, We got a Pat Riley press conference tomorrow that should be exciting. We're going to break that down next here on Sports Day 104.3 FM WQAM. Not going to lie to you, Vlad. It's one of those Sundays, man. I am in a mood.
Yeah.
Just looking out the window, this bad one. The bad ones are out. This is the time of the year with beautiful weather like this. Bad ones.
Yeah, we're about to hit 90.
I already told you. I got recon from Nathan that bad ones are already out in full force at the beach. So that's where I'm going after this. I'm ready. Work on my tan. You need to work on your tan?
Now I have a forever 10.
Forever. Okay. Lucky you. Lucky you. So we got, although, like I'm kind of debating, like I really, really, really want to go to the beach, but I really, really also want to keep an eye on everything going on because there is so much cool stuff going on in and around the sports world. We got NBA.
You got a smartphone.
We got NHL, but I'm going to get distracted out there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to hear Bad Bunny in the background. There are going to be some bad ones out. Oh man, it's going to be hard to follow sports, but what I'll do, this is it. Perfect. Get off at 3:30, go home, go to the beach for 2 hours, come back, watch the games. Listen to the Marlins game too.
Yeah, listen to Jack, Steven
Strong, Jack McMullen.
Yes, sir.
That's good stuff. And you and I are trying to plan our weekends, although we don't know what our schedule is yet.
I don't, but I just noticed that this, we're in late April right now. The weather's really getting nice and warm. It's supposed to hit 90 degrees down here this week.
There's been talk of South Beach. There's been talk of Rosa Sky.
I'm outside this summer, bro.
We're just letting you know. We're putting it out there. So if you work at Rosa Sky or you work at Lost Weekend or the Deuce, just know. Could be rolling by. South Beach. North Beach. Bob's your uncle, letting you know.
That's a crazy name.
On the Rocks, letting you know. Boardwalk, letting you know. Today, definitely beach. And then, they're going to have games on all night. Let's break it down. I'll break it down for you right now. We'll tell you what exactly you can be listening to and watching once you get off the air with us at 3:30. You can continue to listen to the Marlins game. That's always a fun one. That starts at 4 o'clock.
Listen to Jack, Steven, and Rod.
Now, if you need some basketball action in your life, we got you, man.
Well, starting right now.
Right now, Cavs and Raptors. I'm pulling for the Raptors. I'm not going to lie. I like Brandon Ingram.
You like the Fighting Drakes?
I don't like Drake as much, but I do like Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes.
B.I. He was in New Orleans. He was a Pelican.
My favorite player that's not a Heat player or a Pelicans player.
There you go.
So
then you have Portland versus San Antonio.
And I love the Blazers.
But will Wemby play? Is he concussed?
I don't think they need to play him right now.
He's concussed.
They got Stephon Castle, Dylan Harper.
I think they need to play him. I don't think you would want to mess around. And if he's capable of playing today, let him play because you don't want this series going 2-2. It's a 2 out of 3.
Because the Trailblazers are pesky and explosive.
They're too damn pesky.
They got Drew Holiday, who is solid as a rock.
You got Jeremy Grant, solid vet. They got vets. You got Time Lord. You got Robert Williams, who all of a sudden, I'm saying all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait a minute, Robert Williams. This is like Boston Celtic Robert Williams.
Unpopular opinion, but you'll agree with me. Joe Cronin's doing a bang-up job.
Hey, man.
Bang-up job.
Joe Cronin is twerking on the Heat and Bucks.
He looked at
grave
Pat Riley
right now. Yeah, because everybody thought they went. The Blazers were going to get a fast one pulled on them, and he said, "Not so fast, my friend." And
he pulled a fast one on everybody.
He flipped it and pulled a fast one on everybody. And guess what? It was a great move. Look what happened.
I can't remember who told me this, but they said in 2 or 3 years from now, you won't even know who Joe Cronin is. I disagree.
I know. Listen.
Do you so agree? You got Denny Adjva.
You got Denny Avia, right?
Donovan Clingan.
You got Donovan Clingan. You got Drew Holiday.
What about Scoot Henderson?
No, we'll get to Scoot. We got Drew Holiday, right? You got Chamara, Shaden Sharp.
Oh, yeah, Shaden Sharp.
Okay, right? And then you were able to you drafted Scoot Henderson, and everybody clowned you for, you think Scoot, because you traded him. You traded Dame Lillard because you were going to give the keys to the kingdom to Scoot. And it so happened that Scoot's actually developed into a player to watch, and you got Dame back.
So you got basically everything for free.
You got everything that you traded for, you got it right back.
And better.
And now you're in the playoffs, while the team that were and the fan bases that were making fun of you,
hoodwink you,
are now having,
troubles.
Press conferences tomorrow.
So that's my goal. Okay, so the game starts at 3:30. We get off at 3:30. I'm running to the beach. I'm going to catch the end of that game because, the sun will be going down around 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then We're not even done yet. We're just on the tip of the iceberg, Vlad. Celtics try to take a commanding 3-1 lead over the 76ers. That starts at 7 o'clock. Then the Lakers try to finish off the Rockets at 9:30. And you're saying, wow, that is a full night.
You forgot about the ice.
Don't forget about ice. And I'm talking about actual ice.
Rinks. We're talking about rinks.
2 o'clock, Buffalo Sabres. They're a feel-good story. Finally back in the playoffs, taking on the Boston Bruins, who we hate down here in South Florida. Then at 4:30, one of the best teams we've ever seen in the regular season, the Colorado Avalanche, go for the sweep of the LA Kings. That's not enough for me. I need to see the Montreal Canadiens whoop up on the sad-ass Tampa Bay Lightning. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. I'm a Canadiens fan, especially when they're playing the Lightning.
Les habitants.
Then at 9:30, once again, more. The Edmonton Oilers, who are in trouble. They're down 2-1 to the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah, that's funny.
You need more?
I need more.
You got MLS action tonight. I don't know who's playing, but they always have a Sunday night game. You got Sunday night baseball, but you got the Marlins.
Yeah, we do have Sunday night baseball. I think it's the Angels versus the Royals.
That's a game. Man, you got a lot going on. What else do you want?
I want more.
The draft is over. I could give you
more.
Woo!
Yesterday, I ain't gonna hold you, Faye boy. I'm not gonna hold you. I turned around while we're doing the show. I'm looking to, we look to the TV. I'm like, good God Almighty, we still doing this?
It gets a little monotonous.
It's just, come on. And it felt like some of the rounds were longer than the other rounds.
Yeah, some of them drag. I do have to give a shout out to my guy, and I was hoping he'd become a Miami Dolphin, but unfortunately not. From the University of Memphis, Travis Burke. He's a Hollywood, Florida guy. His dad, call him coach over at Duffy's Implantation. He went 4th round to the
congratulations
Los Angeles Chargers.
All right. Damn.
The guy,
why all the local kids down here always going to
always lose guys to
the Chargers, right? Like OG too. He went to the Chargers. Your boy right now, Mr. Burke, going to the Chargers.
Dude, Travis Burke, he's a mountain of a man.
Akeem Messidor going to the Chargers.
Yeah. Mountain of a man. I tell him, like, hey, man, how'd you like Memphis? Memphis is kind of like a little small New Orleans. It's not much of a party. Yes, sir. Very polite, very nice. Yes, sir. I'm just happy whoever drafts me. I met with New Orleans this week. I was like, but he's nasty on the field. That's what's important, man. These offensive linemen are nasty, man, when they play. Nasty, pancaking people. Hopefully, Caden Proctor's nasty.
Fam, what I love, an O-lineman. When an O-lineman just pancakes block somebody and then puts like blueberry sauce afterward, like just because I like that. I like when you put somebody down and then all of a sudden you Kamala splash them for the blueberry sauce or the.
What about all-time great Dolphin linebacker Channing Crowder, who you can hear afternoons from 2 to 6 here on
for the syrup sauce, baby. Yeah,
said one of his first plays, an offensive lineman, I can't remember the name of the guy, literally just grabbed him.
Oh, it might have been Jonathan. I think it was Jonathan Ogden.
And he just held him.
Yeah, I think it was Jonathan Ogden.
The weight room is essential.
It might have been Jonathan Ogden, and because
Jonathan Ogden was a mountain.
Exactly, and he was a nice guy. But then all these defensive guys think they're badasses until they meet a bigger badass, and he picked him up like Simba.
It just held him in the air.
Just held him in the air.
This play's over for you.
Yeah, this play's over. Let's just sit here and just converse.
Weight room is essential
about what you need to do in order to make in this league.
Man.
You know how bad it is to be lectured while a play is going on?
When you're out of the play.
When you're out of the play and you're being lectured.
I can't wait. And I mean, I understand he's not playing for us anymore. But when Ruben Bain does somebody dirty and goes, God bless you. And he means it. Like, it's that nothing more painful than that. When you get worked and the guy just doesn't feel sorry for you, but is polite about it. Like, God bless you.
Picked him up like something. That's so sad.
He said, I was just dangling in midair. Play's going on. Please, I hope the camera didn't catch that.
52. This is what you need to do. Okay. You need the rate room. It's essential. Keep running. Keep running.
Crowder, if you're listening, call in and tell us the story yourself, because that would be awesome. You know the number, Crowder. Although he's not embarrassed about it. Whatever. It happens. Mel Kiper Jr., he kind of hosed Crowder when he was in his mock draft. He had him going really, really early and ended up going in the 3rd round. Crowder spent a bunch of money that he didn't have, thinking he was going to be a 1st-round pick. Nonetheless, Mel Kiper Jr. has given the Dolphins a B for their draft. Yesterday, we picked up safeties from Pittsburgh, Kyle Lewis, and from Texas, Michael Taffy. We also got Missouri wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr., Mississippi State tight end Seydou Traore, Texas guard DJ Campbell, and Iowa edge rusher Max Llewellyn. And the Dolphins also signed undrafted rookie, Iowa quarterback Mark Gronowski, who had some success in Division II with South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits, and then went over to Iowa for his senior year. 4 quarterbacks in the room right now, but Malik Willis is obviously number 1. 9 Hurricanes in all were taken in the NFL draft. Yesterday, DB Keontae Scott, he went to the Bucks. O-lineman Inez Cooper went to the Jets. Vlad's happy about that. And C.J. Daniels is now a Ram. C.J. Daniels is one of those guys that could be a nice little pickup for the Rams. They got a good quarterback, and C.J. Daniels we know could make some pretty impressive catches over his career, whether it be at Liberty, LSU, or right here in Miami.
Sidebar, I'm happy for the Marinoa family. Son is playing for the Giants.
That is going to be good for you.
And the other son is playing for the Jets. He was playing for the Jets last year, the linebacker.
That's true. So all they have to do is go to New York.
So they can share a house.
Yeah, that probably, or an apartment. Yeah, that probably is the way it's going to go.
That probably would be the move, right?
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, my brother's playing in the same city that I am in, and we actually share the same field, just that, my headquarters in White Plains, and the other ones is probably somewhere else, somewhere in Jersey. But yeah, so congratulations to that family, and congratulations to all the former Canes players who were selected in the NFL draft this past weekend.
Remember when Mario Cristobal got here? The draft that he got here, one Miami Hurricane got drafted, and it was like in the later rounds, and now 9 guys.
9 from the national title final,
and 3 in the first round. Tell me, Mario Cristobal.
And your starting quarterback, who everybody questioned going into the season, was the first selection in the 3rd round,
and could be a starter in Arizona
and could get some significant snaps in Glendale.
Right, because we know Jacoby Brissett wants more money.
Deserves it.
1-11. He had big numbers.
Wait, he was 1-11 last year? No, wait, was it really?
Yeah. What they flashed this.
Wait, what was their record last year?
Arizona.
They were 3-14, or they
were
They were 3-14. Damn.
Yeah. So when you go to the bargaining table, that's gonna be a little tough.
It's kind of hard to bargain when it's like, I put up some great numbers.
You did,
but you were 1-11.
They were 3-14 last year, and he was 1-11 as a starter.
So that means Kyler Murray was 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
No, 2-3.
Yes, sir.
So they were 1 game below. Oh man, that's bad.
Give me my money. Hold up.
I mean, dude, no starting quarterback in the NFL should be making $10.5 million a year.
Right. That's why I'm thinking Carson Beck might get a chance.
So he does deserve a raise, but I don't know how significant of a raise he deserves.
Agent should try to shy away from the 1-11 record last year and do just the numbers, man.
But you had nobody.
You did.
We could have had the number one.
You had Marvin Harrison Jr. You did have one of the best tight ends in the game, Trey McBride.
You do have to be. Yeah, you have the best tight end in the game.
Starting to look more and more like this Carson Beck might have some stats.
Well, look, he's going into a situation where you got 2 receivers. Okay, you got Maserati Marvin Harrison Jr., and you have what's his name? Is it Michael Wilson? I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Wilson? I think it's Wilson. I don't know if it's Michael or Marcus, but I know they have 2 wide receivers. You have McBride, who's the best pass catching tight end in the game, and you have a running game now with Jeremiah Love, John Connor.
Oh, you do have Jeremiah Love.
So they got Paris Johnson on the O-line. We'll see, but it's Arizona. You know what I mean? It's still Arizona.
Telling you,
it's the Bidwell family.
If I'm a Cardinals fan,
it's the Bidwell family.
I'm gonna put my eggs in the old Carson Beck basket.
Listen, I'm not knocking I don't think the selection was bad. I think it was actually a good decision by them. If they feel he was the 3rd best quarterback. And here's the other thing: how much do they feel there was a drop off, if any, between Ty Simpson and Carson Beck? Because remember, Carson Beck was the 2nd quarterback selected after Mendoza.
Yes,
and he was selected 13 by the Rams. Arizona made sure the first selection that they made in the 3rd round was going to be Carson Beck. So they had high grades on him.
He graded out very high, they said at the combine. Everybody was saying the Carson Beck graded very high. And they were saying expect him to be.
And he's not going into a situation where he's like the cupboard's bare. Like he had, to be quite honest, as crazy as it is, his situation is better than what Malik Willis is walking into.
That is true. You have Jeremiah Love, you have Trey McBride, you have Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some offensive linemen. Yeah. Gonna be interesting. Interesting that Inter Miami has yet to win at New Stadium. It's all been draws. Yesterday it was a 1-1.
Yes, Michael Wilson's the other receiver. So you got two receivers who can get you 1,000 yards easily. Then you got Kendrick Bourne as well. He's not in a bad situation.
No. That's why Jacoby Brissett wants that money. He knows he can,
he can
put some stats up with those guys. Might not win a lot of games, but you can put some stats up with those guys. Speaking of putting some stats up, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. A Chinese car company has patented a voice-activated in-vehicle toilet. Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep.
No, run that by me again.
Go Gadget toilet as you're driving down the road.
Go Gadget crap?
Yep. Or you could go wee. I mean, you got to focus on the road, though, man. But yeah, you can drive and say go Gadget toilet, and boom.
A toilet will come?
Toilet will slide.
Now, all right, let's go.
Your seat.
First of all, great invention. Great invention.
You got to use it alone, I would guess.
But it's needed for one thing.
Solo riding.
No, it's needed for NASCAR and all those drivers that day.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That's pretty cool.
No, listen, because you've heard stories that they've,
You
gone.
gotta stay hydrated.
They've done well. They'll be hydrated.
And you got to stay, protein.
They've got to use the bathroom on themselves when they drive in this course.
They wear diapers.
Yeah. But guess what? Diaper gets itchy and you could get a rash.
You will probably get a rash.
But guess what? If you have a bathroom that's already there and you just say go Gadget bathroom.
The more and more I'm thinking about it, the more
I think this is a great idea.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of nasty at first, but now I'm starting to think I wouldn't mind taking a number 1 or 2 in my car.
And guess what? It can flush right down on the bottom.
Onto the road. You'll be all right.
Just get some wipes.
You'll be all right. Yeah. You do have to keep some.
We keep wipes. We all keep wipes ever since COVID. We keep wipes everywhere. In your car.
You can use them to clean, and you can use them to clean yourself.
I dig it.
Either way, it's cool.
Go Gadget bathroom. I like.
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Pat Riley going to be addressing the media, his end of the season press conference. Always a lot of fireworks. We're going to put together a list of do ask and do not ask questions for Pat Riley. That is next here on 104.3 FM WQAM. One of the most exciting and nervous days of the year is when Pat Riley speaks his mind at his annual end of the season press conference. Pat Riley, he's at that point in his life where he don't give a damn. He going to say what he wants to say. He's going to do what he wants to do. And he is going to be unfiltered. I know most famously recently, he talked about Jimmy Butler needs to be quiet and play basketball. That caused a little bit of a rift, but Pat Riley unapologetic and maybe right for the most part. Maybe right. So he's got his press conference tomorrow at 1:00. Probably should be carrying it tomorrow during the Tobin and Leroy show.
I don't know if we're able to carry it live. We should be able to,
We
right?
are the flagship station of the Miami Heat.
All right.
So we're about to put together a list of do and do not ask Pat Riley's tomorrow. But first we go to Ira Winderman, the great Heat beat writer for the Sun Sentinel. Recently during the Ask Ira, someone asked by the name of Sandy, Ira, do you expect breaking news from Pat Riley on Monday? Ira responds, I guess that comes down to your interpretation of what is news. I do believe Pat Riley will recognize and stress that change is coming, considering this is now matches the second worst stretch of his playing, coaching, management career, only the second time his team has been limited to one playoff game victory over a 3-year span. He went without playoff victories in the span of 2000, 2001, 2001, 2002, 02, 03 as Heat coach. With just one playoff victory in the span of 2016, 2017, 17, 18, 18, 19 as Heat president. So basically, it's as bad as he's ever been over a 50-year career. The expectation would be something more than talk about staying the course as the Heat continue to put him front and center as the face of the team. His words will seemingly reflect the moment. But if you were there tomorrow, what would be your first question for Pat Riley?
What do you plan on doing to change the roster, shake up the roster of this team? This seems to be the same core over the last 4 years that've gone to the play-in. The only difference is there wasn't, these last 2 seasons have been no Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy's gone, but it's pretty much the same team, the same nucleus of Tyler, Bam, Jaime. What do you do? What do you plan on doing so that you no longer are fighting for the play-in? What can you do to make sure that you're one of the top 6 teams in the Eastern Conference? What are you going to do with the point guards? What are you going to do with certain situations, certain positions? What is the plan moving forward with Kalel?
So that's a lot to unpack, and I would set him up kind of soft at first. And I would
forget with the softness, man. It's Pat Riley. Just give it to him. He wants it straight, raw, no chase.
I'm maneuvering. I'm trying to set some things up. I would get up first and say, Mr. Riley, I want to ask you this. What was your overall assessment of the season?
But then I hate, those questions. It's easy for me to say, you were wanting to say it wasn't what we expected, and he's going to say that. But then
come on and say something you don't expect.
But he can fall back on injuries hurt us once again, which they did.
Once again, setting him up. Then I would say, what would you consider acceptable?
You know what's Heat? Well, we all know what he's going to say. It's we still rely on what we've always relied is championship or bust here.
Okay, well then that's the case. You haven't been acceptable in over a decade. Then I would ask.
Wait. What do you mean acceptable and over?
If all he accepts is the NBA championship.
Well, I mean, they haven't yet. It's been, what, 13 years?
Then I would ask this.
But at least they've been to the finals getting to the finals been, what, 4 years now?
Yeah. But I would also ask this. I would say, what are your plans going forward with Kalel Ware, and do you plan on playing him more?
That's definitely a question.
I'm not just going to ask him, what are your plans with Kalel Ware? Because then he can snake around that easy. But I would add, do you plan on playing him more? What is his role on this team going to be? Define it. I don't want the political answer. I want the straight up answer. And then, of course, lad, I would get to like what you said. What changes are you going to make with this team? Or what changes need to be made with this team? Because let's be honest. You're, as we just heard in the IRA article, you're in one of the worst stretches of your 50-year career. Now, what's a question you wouldn't ask him? What's wrong with you? Have you
No,
lost?
I think I no, but I think that's a legit question to ask.
Is that a legit question to go, Pat Riley? Look, you're in one of the worst stretches, if not the
no,
worst
I would ask him
of
this.
your 50-year career. What's wrong with you?
No, I'm not going to ask him what's wrong with him, Pat. There used to be a time
Mr.
when
Riley.
Mr. Riley, there used to be a time that all you had to do was just appear or show rings, and you were able to get your orca, your big, your whale. What's happened over these past 4 or 5 years that you've not been able to close the deal? Or why haven't there been the Miami Heat? I don't want to, let's not put it on him, even though when we say Miami Heat, we're really talking about him. What has it been that the Miami Heat have not been able to close the deal on getting so-called big whale, whether it was Dame, whether it was Kevin Durant, whether it was Giannis? What has been the cause that you've not been able to get that whale? And second, do you feel like you still have to use that ideology of getting a trade, making a trade for a big splash? Can you see any way, shape, or form of you drafting and developing? What happened to that? What's happened to the Miami Heat and developing young stars, the players to become young stars?
That brings up a good point. One of the questions that I would also like to ask, and if you're going to be at the press conference tomorrow, please feel free to ask these questions. I would say, how has today's NBA changed, and how have you changed to adapt to it?
I think they've changed because they were trying to run. You saw the way they were, the pace of play.
But not just on the court. We're talking about off the court. How have today's players changed, and how have you changed to adapt to today's player? That'd be an interesting question.
That's a good question because I don't think he's adapted to today's player, because I don't think today's player's going to go crazy just to see the rings. You got to evolve. So which means what's the young voice that's there that's relatable to the players now? What young voices in that Heat exec brass that is letting them know, hey, that's relating to to Pat, to Mickey, to Spo. Like, this is what these players are all about. This is what the interest of the players. These what the players would like in order for them to succeed down here in Miami. I don't know if anybody's relaying that message.
Well, that's true too. And another question, it's obligatory, and he's going to not answer it, but you have to ask, what are the plans for Tyler Hero? What are the plans going forward with Norman Powell? What are the plans for whoever else may be on the team? You have to ask about personnel. He's going to say, we're going to work things out with their management and all that stuff, but you do have to ask that question.
I mean, a legit question. Do you think this current Heat roster can compete?
That's a good question. Simply put.
Do you think this current roster can compete, or do you think you just need one more piece to add it to this roster to compete? Because if you're telling me you just need one more piece added to this roster, then that means you're trying to do anything just to get one piece to add. But then,
now that's a great question, Vlad. Do you feel as though the roster as it is currently set up can compete in the Eastern Conference in the NBA? I'd be interested to hear that answer. Because Pat Riley may come and say, look, past 3 years playing, that's not acceptable. No, this is something that has to change. Or he might say, I believe this team gets healthy and they put things together.
But that's what he said the previous 2 years. That's what I've been hearing. That's what we've been hearing. Because then if they're injured, then I got to look at you and your training staff.
Exactly. And look, that whole NBA has injuries. Look what happened to the Minnesota Timberwolves last night.
But that's happening during game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're seeing this. A lot of these injuries with the Heat, it's like, well, when did this happen? Or, damn, okay. You know, I still question Norman Powell. You were missing games before the All-Star game. You played the All-Star game, and then you missed games right after the All-Star game.
Not a good look.
Not a good look. That optic is not good. There's something, something's always growing out of Tyler Hero, like an extra bone in his foot. Weird, It's always something weird. It was just, okay, cool. I don't know. But there's a lot of questions, and there's a lot of frustration. Like, here's the other question. Coach, Pat, Mr. Riley, do you understand the frustrations of this fan base?
Yeah. And part of the frustration is what you've built. And kudos to you. You have built a championship organization. The fan base expects a championship level, and they have not gotten it over the past couple of years.
Let me ask you this, Coach. Do you feel like you're living up to your expectation? Because the only reason why people have this high regard, these high expectations, is because of the expectations you've established. So do you feel like you've been living up to your expectation? You've been living up to your stature.
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you feel as though you and Spo are at the top of your game? Because let's be honest, these past 3 years have been rough, at least for Heat standards.
Because it's not even your rivals. Forget New York, Boston, right? Forget your rivals. There's other teams that are passing ahead of you.
Yeah.
Orlando's ahead of you. Charlotte. Atlanta.
Yes. I mean,
Toronto.
There's 9 other teams that are better than you
right now.
Right here, right now. How do you explain that? Just explain it to me. How do you explain 9 teams in the Eastern Conference, and we're not even talking about the Western Conference, better than the Miami Heat? I'm all ears. And once again, this is not an indictment. This is just questions that I want to ask.
And have you been have you been resting on your laurels?
I mean, that's the tough question that I wouldn't ask, although it's kind of the question you want to ask. Have you lost it a little bit? Have you and Spo kind of lost it? Sometimes you have to look at yourself in the mirror and realize, like, hold up. Maybe I've been slacking on my pimping.
Oh, there's been a lot of slacking on pimping. They've been slacking on their pimping.
I mean, you can't ask it directly, but that's the question I think that everybody wants
Well,
to
then
know.
that's the problem if you can't ask it directly, because then we're all, no, listen. Raw and uncut, baby. Look, seems like you're losing a step on your fastball. Seems like you're losing I'm going
to revise the list. Only question I want to ask, Pat Riley, be honest with me. Do you feel as though you and Spo have kind of lost a step? That's all I want to know. I'll be done. In the press conference. Answer it honestly.
Because you said it right now. This is what the longest
worst streak he's ever been in his career. Tied for the worst streak he's ever been in his career.
And that's just what?
One playoff win over 3 years.
Oh,
tied for the worst.
20. So what was it? 20.
I can read it back to you.
No. 23 is when they went against Denver, right? 23 was the NBA final.
Mm-hmm.
So 24 was a 4-1 loss to. Was that a 4-1 loss to Boston?
There you go, 4-1 loss to Boston.
And then last year was a sweep to the Cavs.
Cleveland, and
then this year you're just playing.
Damn. Yep.
And they've only won one home playoff game in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Which was game 3 in the Eastern Conference Finals against Boston.
Yep. A lot of questions, but that would be if I got one question, we've worked it out. If I have one question for Pat Riley, it would be, do you feel as though that you and Eric Spoelstra have maybe lost a step? He might throw me out of the room, but I think it's the question that...
I mean, the thing about it, if he throws you out the room, that what, you throwing them out because somebody asked you a legit question? Like, that's the thing. You're 80 right now, fam. Like, you're 80.
Yeah.
We always want to rip the old, but sometimes, I'm not trying to rip him, but he's 80. Might have lost a step.
Might have lost a step, yeah.
He's not Sam Presti right now. He's not, Leon Rose. He's not the San Antonio's guys.
What do we say, Vlad? Everybody and everything has an expiration date. It's time. It's time to start looking and saying, I know there's sacred cows in this world, but there's time to start saying, maybe. I'm not saying he has, but I'd like to ask him.
Because I think you would want, if he's going to step down, bow out, is after victory, after success, after like he's felt, that's it. It's over. I have nothing more to give.
Right.
You want that. But you don't want him leaving on like 5-6 years of playing and first round exits and stuff like that, because nothing can ever ruin his legacy. But
no,
it's like a little smidge on a painting. Like you could see a little flaw, a little defect right there, and that's what this would be. But it's not, hasn't been good. It's not what is expected down here, and that's why I don't knock you guys for your expectations, because that's what you've been told, shown. So that's what you require. That's it. If you've been told that and you've been shown something, that's what you're going to require.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow at 1:00. Around 1:00, Pat Riley will do his end of the year press conference. our end of the season press conference. There should be some fireworks. Up next, going to do some nay or day, thumbs up, thumbs down. Right here on Sports Day, 104.3 FM, WQAM. Time to do some day or nay, thumbs up or thumbs down. Real quick, we got a nay in the Cleveland-Toronto playoff game. At the end of the first quarter, it is 17-14 Cleveland. Ooh, a lot of defense there, Vlad. A lot of bad offense. Oof, that's definitely nay.
Definitely.
It's not been an exciting game so far, but it's a close game. So
yeah, it's only first quarter.
It's first quarter. They'll loosen up, as they say.
I hope so.
Going to loosen up right now. Yesterday, very end of the draft, you have mystery relevant, and the Denver Broncos made the pick.
Let's go to the stage, and the Broncos will make the final pick of the draft.
With the 257th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the 51st Mr. Irrelevant, drafted by the Denver Broncos. The 257th pick is Red Murdoch, a linebacker from Buffalo.
Is that an A or a day?
I mean, I guess it's day. You know what I mean? The thing about it, it's funny that the NFL is playing up to it now. You know, like she just could have said the number of the pick. Now she's saying, and to the Mr. Irreverent, it's like, oh, now you're playing up to it. Like, you know, this is like, so I guess they're having fun with it. Yeah. So it's a day.
I give it.
I hope he's really good and he makes the squad. You know what I'm saying? Because you know who doesn't want a Brock Purdy story? We all like the Brock Purdy story. So
I give it a day because it is cool. Last person taken. It is cool because Brock Purdy was that Mr. Irrelevant.
And I like his name.
Right.
Red Murdoch.
Red Murdoch.
Sounds like a linebacker out of Buffalo that should be playing for the Bills.
And then another reason I give it a thumbs up in a day is that it ended the draft.
Oh, that's also.
It dragged a little bit. It dragged us a little bit.
Dragged a lot. Enough of these human interest stories. I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass. Stop talking to these players.
Day one, you were fired up and fresh. Day two, you were like, all right.
I don't care.
Day three, towards the middle, you were like, oh,
I don't care. I don't want to hear what Mansour Delaney has to say, especially when 4 other picks have been selected already.
Oh, man. So it mercifully came to an end with Mr. Irrelevant Red Murdoch getting picked by the Denver Broncos linebacker from Buffalo, 51st, Mr. Irrelevant. Don't look now. The Miami Marlins, they have got a player, my favorite player on the team, by the way, Xavier Edwards, hitting at a very, very high rate.
2-0, X with a check swing and a looper right over Devers' head, and it dribbles into right field. They're going to wave Augustine home. Lee's throw coming home is not in time. X didn't mean to do it, but he opens scoring with a check swing. Opposite field line drive single. Norby goes first to third, and it's 1-0 Fish in the top of the third.
Hey, you know what? If Jack's listening to the show right now, probably getting ready, you know, in another 2.5 hours for the game, he's got to give me an X gonna give it to you. He's got to give me that. He's got to give me X gonna give it to you. Like,
and today when Xavier Edwards has another big hit and another big scoring of runs, when we come back from that half inning, we got to play that song in the back.
Yeah, you got to. Or y'all killers, y'all haters will think you're killers. Get at me, dog. Like I need some X. He needs to come out to every DMX song.
Clear his throat.
My Marlins won't stop. You know, something to that effect. Or my fish won't stop. Your fish will.
So Xavier has been locked in all season. He currently is tied for the lead in batting average in all the major leagues.
Hey, Marlins.
Houston's Jordan Alvarez.
Marlins brass, holla at Dan and I. We could really set up. We could hook up your team, give them some good music to walk up to, some good inspiration, some hip hop theme. Come on, Xavier Edwards leading the league in batting, tied for leading league batting right now. Come on, he's got to come out to some X music.
Remember the last Marlin that led the league in batting?
Isn't he?
We decided to trade him.
Isn't he somewhere in the Bay?
Oh no, he is right there in the Bay, and he's getting hits against the Marlins yesterday.
1-2. Arise reaches for that, loops it down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and it will plate another run. Arise around first. He's headed to second. Stowers' throw going to second is not in time, and Luis Arise goes line hunting the other way. An RBI single, it's 6-1 San Francisco in the bottom of the 8th.
Professional hitman Luis Arias could use his.
I owe you an apology.
Could use his 324 batting average this year also.
Remember when you were very excited when the Marlins got him, and I wasn't. It's like, he was a batting champion. It's like, and he proved me wrong. He shut me up. He showed what a great bat. That man has a great eye, and he's a back-to-back. He's one of the few batting champions from both leagues.
I want to say he's won 3 batting titles,
but he's one of the few that's done it in both national and the American
back-to-back
League.
years too.
So.
And by the way, no one seems to want him. The Marlins get rid of him.
The Padres got rid of him. It's weird. It's like you know what it is? He's a good player, but they don't want to give him the money that I think he deserves.
Yeah. But if you got X batting 353, and then you'd have Luis Arias on this line of batting 324.
To me, he is the quintessential leadoff hitter.
That's exactly.
A guy who's going to hit for average, get on base, and is going to score runs for your big guys in the back.
He will propel you. Yes. He propelled the Marlins to the playoffs. or at least the wild card a couple years ago. No one likes him. I love him. I want him back on the team. I ain't
gonna lie to you. You've convinced me. I was like, I was just like everybody else. Is like, yeah, he's all right, but he's
And this is a little bit of a reach, but you'll understand in the direction I'm going. He's kind of the modern day Tony Gwynn.
No.
He gets out there and just gets hits.
No, Tony was special.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of a reach, but what I'm saying is he's the great hitter.
It's a Dawson reach right there.
He's the great hitter. And Aaron Judge, too. Happy birthday, Aaron Judge. 34, by the way, today.
Yeah, he's old.
I thought he was like 24. I was like, I misread that.
No, he's not 24. He's been in the league for a while. He's 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
34.
Dude, guess what? You know this week is May, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Days are going by fast. Years are going by fast.
Life's going by fast. The older you
get. Dude, the other day somebody told me it was 6 years since COVID. I was like, get the out of here. But yeah. Time is moving, baby.
We miss you, Luis Arias, but we got Xavier Edwards, so we're all right.
Heck, gonna give it to you.
Now we got to talk about this. We talked about it a little earlier. I know you got a stance on it. At the end of the game last night, after the Denver Nuggets got whooped by Minnesota Timberwolves, a little chippiness.
Jokic and McDaniels square up. Players trying to break it up. There's still 1.3 remaining. Julius Randle furious. Coaches, referees, everybody, security trying to separate the players. You hate to see this game end this way. These two teams, again, they've had some rough, tough physical battles. It's the third time in 4 years it's become one of the top rivalries in the NBA. Heated at times, certainly. Appear like there are any punches thrown. Of course, this is all key for going forward. Most players would just dribble that out and not take the shot. I mean, Jokic clearly wanting to find out. The two of them shove.
And look, there's unspoken rules in every sport. In football, in baseball, in basketball, there are unspoken rules.
And here's the key thing to look to. How many players left the bench?
So Jaden Daniels decided to pad his stats in a 110-96 game and make a meaningless layup at the end of the game. And Nikola Jokic took, a little offense to it and went over there and got in the face of Jaden Daniels. I think Joker's just trying to fire up his team now that they're down 3-1. I don't really care either way what Jaden Daniels did. I know there's unspoken
They don't like each other, bro.
But this is my thing. If I'm Jokic, when you walk off the court, you tell him, we're going to get you next game. He knows.
Fine. Right.
To me, that's more dangerous than going up to him at a meaningless point in the game.
You seem like a sore loser, even if he was being a sore, in your eyes, a sore winner. But the question, here's the thing. They don't like each other. Jaden McDaniels was the one after they beat them in game 2 that said that they can't play defense. It's easy. Nobody on that team can play defense. And he was calling specific names. So Jaden McDaniels basically said, I don't F with you guys. F y'all. And, if you don't, if you can't beat me, then you're going to have to eat this, enjoy this beating. And he just did that to them.
Did you take exception to the meaningless layup at the end of the game?
I don't care. Like, the game's still going on. I don't care. Unless Nikola Jokic has a bet going on that says, he has the Nuggets plus 14.5 or something to that effect. That would be the only reason why I would be upset.
That'd be a different problem.
Right. But it doesn't matter. Like, here's my problem. When it goes against you, you want to use the unwritten rule. But when you're doing it and the other team gets upset, hey, you got to play to the whistle ends. You got to play hard. You know what I'm saying? So when put it this way, when Jimmy Johnson was doing it to all those teams, and Jimmy said, well, my guys played to the whistle end. Guess what? All the Canes fans was like, yeah, we played to the end, and it'd be okay. Now, if somebody did that against the Canes or somebody did that against your team, you feel offended.
Right. I took offense to it. That's an unwritten rule. I would have been upset, but at the same time, I would have acted differently. I thought Jokic handled it poorly. I would have been, as he walks off the court, been like, we're going to get you next game. That way,
he knows.
And that way, he's not to say preoccupied, but waiting for it the whole game. Might take him out of his game a little bit.
But
you do that, now you could get some suspensions for people coming off the bench and all this other stuff.
Jaden McDaniels.
Julius Randle needs to calm his ass down. I don't know why he got so fired up.
It's Julius Randle. But Jaden McDaniels did exactly what he was wanting. He wanted to be the irritant. He wanted to get under their skin. That's why he's been talking hella trash about them. This is a rivalry that's been going 3-4 years. This is secretly the best NBA rivalry best rivalry in the NBA secretly, because they face each other. It seems like the last
Every
3 or
year.
4 years.
Yeah.
They don't like each other, and doesn't matter who's on there, whether it's Cat, whether it's Mike Malone as the coach. They don't like each other, and they voice it. They let it be known, and this is why we have Team Timberwolves up 3-1 over the Nuggets. Game 5 is, I believe, tomorrow, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see who's going to be playing, because a lot of guys got up off the bench, and we all know from the Miami Heat, New York Knicks rule, 19. By the way, do you know next season's gonna be 30 years since the PJ Brown side two flex of Charlie Ward?
30 years.
30 years since the side two flex.
Where does the time go? Where does the time go? It's time to take a break. Come back, get some headlines for you, and also, we got to dive into the salacious story that is all over the NFL right now. And I'm not talking about the draft. That's coming up here on Sports Day 104.3 FM WQAM.
Who you talking to?
Thank you for joining us on Sports Day 104.3 FM, 560 WQAM, the Odyssey app around the world. And you can watch us on YouTube and Twitch, wherever you may be, whether it's Louisiana, like Big Lynn and my brother are watching right now. Appreciate
Shout
them.
out to your moms and your brother,
Big
man.
Lynn. She just had her birthday the other day. So
yes, sir.
Happy birthday. Earth strong, as we like to say. Getting it going, man. And of course, we appreciate you jumping in, chiming in 305-567-0560, the YouTube and Twitch. Baldecki's been with us the whole time. Talking about yesterday, Vlad, I told you how the power of pizza here at the radio station. People were going crazy.
I'm saying.
We're going to repost that too as a reel because it deserves to be reposted. And for the people that acted very immature to be shamed for
I never asked you who was the person. You gotta tell me.
Off the air.
Yeah, you gotta tell me.
Our guy Baldecki954 says, great show, fellas. You should see teachers at happy hour when free food comes out. It's like lions on a zebra.
See, but they're teachers. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give them a pass because they gotta deal with these crazy kids all day. So, they need some food and energy and some alcohol.
Oh, teacher drinking. That's some fun stuff right there.
That's always good.
You can also jump on the YouTube and Twitch. Heat Cult said, 30 years ago when the suplex happened between the Heat and the Knicks, he was drunk. All right, cool. Them were the days, he says.
1997. May 1997. PJ Brown, side suplex Charlie Wood, like he was the big boss man, and then a melee erupted, and then all of a sudden, that's why the fight that happened last night in the Denver-Minnesota game, the rules from the Heat Knicks Game 5 Eastern Conference semifinal is the reason why you should be afraid, if you're a Denver Nugget fan, that certain players might not be eligible for Game 5.
And your back is against the wall already.
And your back's against the wall.
3-1 in a series that you've been majorly outplayed in.
I mean, I'll never forget Game 6, 4 Knicks starters, four Knicks key players were gone, and then Game 7, another 4 were missing again. It was crazy.
We also got apparently a lot of drunk people in the comments section of our YouTube.
Day drinking. Good God. Good.
Dr. Toboggan said he was also drunk when the suplex happened. Was that like a big drinking night? Was it like a Cinco de Mayo?
I believe it was.
Well, I mean, it's April 26th. I don't think that's like.
That was April 26th?
Didn't you say it was 30 years ago today?
No, it wasn't today.
Oh.
It was 30 years ago. It's 29 years ago. This year, it's going to happen. So I said I was just making the mention that next year we'll make it 30.
Oh, okay.
I feel it was 1997, I believe. Let me look at it. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Do headlines while I look
nonetheless, I don't know why so many people were drunk, or maybe that's just the type of fan base we have, which I absolutely accept. Like Giannis Antetokounmpo, if you identify as that and that's what you like to do, that's cool. You do
May 14th, 1997.
That's that's not a big holiday or
1997. No, it's gonna be 30 years. It's just that was the game that changed the way
that they
penalize
leaving the bench
because to us Knicks fans, if they don't get suspended, Knicks feel like we win this in 6. You understand? And with those suspensions, the Heat were able to win the last 3 games.
Charlie Ward
got to see you.
Did that flip?
He didn't do that flip. He got flipped. He didn't do that flip. He got flipped. PJ Brown decided to become the big boss man and side suplex.
That was the weirdest story. Charlie Ward was a Heisman Trophy quarterback that never played in the NFL, just went to the NBA.
Yeah, he was a two sports star.
I know that, but I mean, I always thought he was a better football player than he was a basketball player.
Remember, that was those times those are the 90s when they were just looking at, African American quarterbacks as I don't know if you could do it. Would you like to catch the ball? Would you like to become a wide receiver there, son?
Nick Castellanos is going to be
right.
Wide receiver.
But think about it. It's okay for Nick right now. But back in 97 for Charlie? Oh, not even 97. It would have been 96 or 95 when Charlie went there. Yeah.
Bobby Bowden.
Or 90. Was it? When did Charlie graduate? 93?
It's been so long.
He got them the title, right? Yeah, he got them the title. I think he got them the title in 93. But yeah, nonetheless, they saw Charlie more of as a basketball player, better prospects being a professional basketball player than a professional football player.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
Speaking of football, Mel Kiper Jr. has given the Dolphins a B on their draft. Yesterday, Miami picked up 2 safeties, Pittsburgh's Kyle Lewis and Texas's Michael Taffy. They also got Missouri wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr., Mississippi State tight end Seydou Traore, Texas guard DJ Campbell, Iowa edge rusher Max Lulowin. And Dolphins also picked up a undrafted quarterback out of Iowa by the name of Mark Gronowski. So now they have 4 quarterbacks on the roster, but the only 2 you really need to know are Malik Willis and Quinn Ewers. 9 Hurricanes in all were drafted. Yesterday, Keontae Scott.
Happy for him.
Going to the Bucks. He's going to have
him and Ruben Bain. They're going to take over,
They're going to be able to sing the Miami fight song together in the lunch line.
Hey, Florida State fans, don't bother them.
O-lineman Inez Cooper going to the Jets. That's what I like to hear. And C.J. Daniels is going to be a Ram if he can make the team, which I expect him to make.
What round was that, 6th or 7th?
He was in the 6th.
Okay.
Marlins fell to the Giants 6-2 yesterday. The road match today at 4. Pregame starting at 3:30. Vlad and I will take you up to that. And Vlad has some notes for the broadcast team for the Marlins, which we can get to.
Yeah. Anytime X gets a hit, X going to give it to you.
Or at least a big hit.
It's X. It's always a big hit.
Stop. Drop.
Shut down. Open
if he ever hits a game winner, like a walk-off, then you go, and then Xavier Edwards. Stop. Drop, shut him down, open up shop.
I'm saying, man.
Whoa,
Marlins, you need to talk. You need to talk to Dan and Vlad. We got ideas for some of your players, and we could, make it very relatable with what's going on in social media and in the kids today. Oh, come on, man. We can do
it's
things.
all about the kids today, man. It's all about the kids.
I'm like,
someone think of the children.
Forget them kids.
Love the kids as people. Man, this Cleveland-Toronto basketball game in the playoffs is just not.
Dude, they have a first quarter score in the first half.
It's almost halftime. It's 33-26 Cleveland.
They just sent basketball back.
Okay,
20 years.
Yeah.
This is bad.
It's only the first game of the day. You get San Antonio and Portland at 3:30. That should be exciting. Don't know if Wemby's playing or not. 7:00, Boston and Philadelphia. Boston trying to go up 3-1 in that series. And then the Lakers go for the sweep of the Houston Rockets tonight at 9:30. Don't know if Kevin Durant's going to play. Kevin Durant's got all types of weird injuries that seem to be moving all across his body. One day it's his knee, one day it's his ankle, the next day
it's his hairline.
Whoa, BB shot. Call him BB shot. That's what we used to do in elementary school.
He got BDB hair.
BB hair.
BDB.
So that's going to be fun. But if you want to see some ice hockey, we got you covered there too. Coming up in just a minute, you get the Buffalo Sabres and the Boston Bruins. Buffalo up 2-1 in that series. 4:30, Colorado Avalanche go for the sweep of the LA Kings. At 7:00, Montreal tries to take a 3-1 commanding series lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then at 9:30, Edmonton Oilers take on the Minnesota Wild. No. Wait, what is it? No, Carolina. No, Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim Ducks. Edmonton Oilers are down 2-1 in that series. That would be nice to see Edmonton get bounced out of the playoffs.
Jeez.
It might be refreshing for them to get bounced out of the playoffs by someone other than the Florida Panthers. But And man, we talked about it last week, Vlad. Everywhere I go, people are like, I can't believe you're not cheering for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I want to keep the cup, not only in the United States, but in the warmest state in the United States. And I tell them, go to hell with that.
I don't want Tampa Bay.
I don't want Tampa Bay winning another game this season.
I don't want
It's not about my patriotism. It's not about my homerism.
Nah, you the op.
Yeah.
I can never root for you.
Can't do that. That's like saying, I hope the Bills win the Super Bowl.
Never.
Or, I hope the Jets win the Super Bowl.
I hope.
Set you up on that one.
I hope.
You can hope. Hope in one hand. You know what in the other. See which one fills up first.
I hear you.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough times for both of our teams. I got to be honest. All 3 of our teams, I guess. I don't know why I'm 2 people all of a sudden, but I think we're going to have rough times for the Dolphins, the Jets.
No. Jets are. I'm not worried about the Jets that bad.
Saints might not be that great this year either, but we'll see.
I'm not worried about the Jets.
But we will say this. All 3 teams, minus the Jets, have a quarterback.
You got a quarterback.
Who's your quarterback?
Geno. The God. Geno the God.
Geno Smith.
How many years has Geno been starting in the NFL?
I mean, unbelievably long time.
Okay. How many years has was it Slough? Slouch?
Tyler Shuck.
Shuck? How many years? 1 year?
Half a season.
Half a season? How many years is Malik Willis?
10 games.
I'm going to go with Gino the God.
Okay. I'll go with my guys.
I'm going to go with Gino the
I
God
like
from
Malik
Miramar. I'm going to go with them. Yeah.
But I'm not making this up. There was a tweet earlier. I didn't read it, but please take it out of context.
Good.
I'm not going to, I don't have it up in front of me, but literally it said this: Malik Willis has the tightest balls I've ever seen. And they show him throwing the ball. I was like, you have to be trolling, right? There's no way you write that tweet.
Hey, yo.
There's no way you write that tweet.
Hey, yo.
I'll look it up. It's cover my bases. Let me look it up.
No, I need to know who that person is so that
that
person can get the. No,
because they're trolling, dude. Obviously, but it was like I thought it was somebody that was. I just didn't want to read because I felt it was a little out of place at the time. But now I got to find it. But you got to be messing around by putting that, right? And whoever wrote it, they're probably listening right now, and they're like, "Oh, they read it. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me Google or whatever."
I wish I had a remote control.
Once again,
I could press pause.
This is yeah. Let me put in Malik Willis. Let's see.
Where's my remote control?
I don't want to digress too much, but let's see.
Pause.
Oh man, now I'm not gonna be able to find it.
Anyway, yes, I'm going with Gino the God. But guess what? All three teams are in the 2027 quarterback draft.
Oh
Search.
yeah, they're ready.
And search for Arch. You know what I mean? They're all in the hunt for Arch.
I think Arch is going to have a fantastic season this year. By the way, he started really coming on at the end of last year.
Yeah, I believe so. But the funny thing is, Arch doesn't have to leave after 2027 too. He could stay another year.
The Mannings take their time. They're in no rush.
Well, they run things, so they're gonna make sure that they have the perfect situation for them, which is why I love what the Jets have done so far with the moves that they made. Because whatever team, if they don't have a good season this year, whoever is the quarterback in 2027 or in 2028 has a good situation they're walking into. I think the same thing with the Dolphins. I think that's what the Dolphins are trying to do. Remember, Malik Willis is only a 3-year deal. So if they can get the players, draft the players, get some young talent that is showing something early, so by the time that this team is ready to compete, you got young guys who've got 2-3 years of experience, a lot of snaps under their belt, and they'll be ready to perform.
I think these guys believe in Malik Willis, to be honest with you. I think it's their guy. But, man, I can't find the tweet. Oh, well.
I don't know. I don't care. Whoever's watching him throwing tight balls, pause.
They didn't even say he throws.
Hey, yo.
They didn't say throw. They just said he has the.
Wait, so they're not even saying that he's throwing?
Nope.
They just saying he has.
They have video of him throwing.
But what? Okay, where is this camera at? Is this camera at his arms?
It's at practice and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a full body. It's a full body. Oh, okay. But literally, it didn't say he throws the tightest. It just says he has the. Like,
hey, yo.
Maybe if someone can find it, and I'm looking all over X.com for it.
What's going on here?
Just don't Google X. And
this whole weekend was a lot of pause-worthy things. Like Nick Saban was just in love with somebody's rear and backside.
Really?
Yeah, he was talking crazy. It was nasty. It was pause-worthy. He was talking about some offensive lineman. I don't know if was it Maui Noah? I think he might have been talking about Maui Noah. Am I wrong?
I don't listen to Nick Saban. I don't particularly like the guy.
Chat, Twitch, YouTube. Let me know. I remember because we were playing it. Actually, I have it right here, to be quite honest.
Oh, really? So
I do have
you can pause and feel really weird about things now.
Yeah.
Man, the guy might have taken it down.
I would have too. That's crazy talk to be talking about some guys.
I'm seeing all the other tweets and it's not up there. Might have been taken down. Nope. Here we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Dov Kleinman at NFL _ DOVKLEIMAN.
Time out. Look at him because he might be a parody account.
It's got the blue check, but yeah, it might be.
He's a parody. I think he's a parody.
Okay.
And he's like an NFL parody account.
So it's a joke. So
yeah.
I'll read it verbatim. Dolphin star quarterback Malik Willis has the tightest balls you will ever see.
Yeah, it's a parody account.
The definition of a perfect spiral after that. So he put it in context. So it's a joke, okay? But it's funny.
And this is what Nick Saban was saying.
I don't know. This is real, though.
What
Nick Saban says.
Yeah, what Nick Saban was saying was real. It was crazy. It was actually crazy.
We're actually going to hear it very soon.
I'm trying. Well, yeah, if it would play.
Dov Kleinman. That's a joke. It's a parody.
Yeah, it's a parody account, right?
Yeah, it's got to
Okay.
be. There's no.
There we go.
He's messing. He's messing.
He likes looking at a guy with a wide ass. Hey, yo.
He's messing.
Hey, yo.
Oh, he's messing.
What are we doing here?
He's messing around. I think that's actually kind of funny.
Okay.
Okay, so the Miami Hurricanes are currently playing the Cal Golden Bears. I'm trying to get an update for you real quick, and they are up 1-0 in the top of the fifth against the Cal Golden Bears. So far, so good for our Miami Hurricanes baseball team.
Perfect balls is crazy. It's loco, Papo.
Andrew Wiggins, he has a $30.2 million option. If he picks it up, he'll be with the Heat next year. If he chooses to go elsewhere, the Heat will have to find another swing man. Pat Riley will hold his end of the season press conference tomorrow at 1:00. Enter Miami. They just cannot get a win at New Stadium. It is a 1-1 draw yesterday against the New England Revolution, who aren't the greatest team in the world.
Oh, I mean, whoa. New England was third in the Eastern Conference. They were behind Miami.
Orlando City, not the greatest team in the world. They come to town Saturday at 7.
That's true.
I know. I've been watching the power rankings.
That's true.
So, okay. Is there anything else? Marlins today. We got that at 4:00.
Marlins starting an hour and a half. Pregame starts at with Marlins on deck at 3:30. So you got an hour and 12 minutes left.
All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a step into the day spa. Hate to hear this.
What's that?
Several men
Uh-oh.
were caught competing in a prestigious women's marathon in South Africa.
Oh, wait. Okay. So what happens if you win the marathon?
Got to check.
You get a girl?
Several men were competing as women.
Oh, no.
In a prestigious women's marathon.
So wait, they
transgendered.
transgendered?
They disguised their gender because they were trying to win.
They wanted to win so bad that they
Yeah. What are you doing?
Hey, yo.
Tuck and run. Speaking of tuck and run, Mike Vrabel and Diana Russinin.
There was no tucking and running there.
And for the people that say leave it alone,
that might have been another consonant that was in there that was in front of the tucking.
Leaving this situation alone because you know what? It deserves to be talked about.
Oh, no, you can't. No, we're not brushing this to the side.
No. It deserves to be talked about. And you know you want to hear about it. So we'll talk about it next. Mike Vrabel, Diana Russinin. I got something to tell you. That's next here on Sports Day, 104.3 FM, WQAM. You know, a lot of people say sports is a soap opera. In the case of Mike Vrabel, Patriots coach, and formerly of The Athletic, Diana Russini, truly is a soap opera.
I love it.
A couple of weeks ago, pictures came out of them canoodling at a romantic resort in Arizona after the annual NFL meetings. They went 200 miles away from the annual NFL meetings and said that they had a professional relationship, and the pictures were misleading. There was pictures of them interlocking hands, looking into each other's eyes, hugging, sitting by themselves in the pool.
Fam, you can't do the Batusi and not think you're having an affair going on.
So you're sitting there, you're saying, ooh, that doesn't look good. Adding to the story, Diana Russini bashes her husband here and there.
Here and there?
In the public
Every
media.
chance she got a chance to rip him on national
She
airwaves.
said some nasty things like, he's so unattractive, that's why I don't take pictures with him. I love coming to Miami because I can get away from my husband and he doesn't need to know what I do here. There's also been some rumors in the past that she's exchanged favors for favors to get some insider information.
Oh, she was letting Sean McVay get down. Back when he was working in Washington.
So Mike Vrabel wisely, knowing what he knows, shuts his ass up, which is the smart thing to do when you're caught pretty much red-handed cheating on your wife with an NFL insider as you're an NFL coach. Mike Vrabel probably knew there was more to the story than meets the eye and said, you know what? I should shut up and just hope this blows over.
Nah, this wasn't going to blow over.
But Diana Russini did not decide to do the prudent thing and be quiet.
No, you see, this is what
she doubled down.
She tripled.
Saying that she was unfairly treated.
See, and that's where I've been on her. Like, no. You were caught. You got caught. Now you got to explain those pictures. You don't got to explain it to me. You don't got to explain it to Dan Day. You don't got to explain it to the listeners.
You knew what happened.
You got to explain it to Mrs. Vrabel and Mr. Well, whatever his name is, because that's her maiden name. But she has to explain it to her husband, and he has to explain it to his wife about something that they have no information about, and they have pictures. So now, what's embarrassing is you doing your dirt. If you're gonna do your dirt by your lonesome. But once you do your dirt, make sure that your dirt's not exposed to the public, so I have to feel the ramifications
in a way,
of your
dirt. You
dirt.
need to explain to the public because you are in a position where you are an NFL insider and optics are.
The
you're
optics
getting
was
your
gonna-
information
right, and
because of certain things that
but
you're doing.
She, like we said, people start slacking on their pimping,
So-
and when they start slacking on their pimping, mistakes get exposed.
Diana Russini doubles down and says, it's not what it looks like. I've been unfairly treated. I'm a woman in a man's world, and I have to resign now from The Athletic because it just wouldn't be fair.
No, she doesn't want to give life to this story
doesn't want to
that
give
has no.
oxygen to a
I don't
story.
want to give oxygen to the story that has no life.
That has no life, and it's it basically says a total fabrication. And basically, I haven't done anything wrong here. Well, Vlad, it gets a little more interesting, doesn't it?
Oh, I guess absolutely more interesting.
Because now we find out it wasn't just a rendezvous or
this wasn't a
fling.
one-time. This wasn't a one-time affair.
This wasn't a one-night stand.
Fan, this has been going on for nearly 6 years.
6 years.
And guess how long she's been married?
Since COVID, which
Would be
check the calendar,
which would be
6 years.
And she has a child
named
a boy
named
Mike,
come on.
who's 5 years old.
I'll tell you this. And oh yeah, by the way, the pictures were taken by a PI hired by her husband.
Oh, at the
resort.
At the resort. Yeah. And then there's pictures of them at some hole in the wall bar in New York in 2020.
That's COVID too. That's a
blatant. But that's COVID, but that's
blatant.
Also the year she got married and also the year she might have gotten pregnant. So yeah.
So I'm not even playing. If I'm her quote unquote husband, I am definitely checking the DNA of that child named Mike. And if she has a problem with it, well, she can go to hell.
She can't have any problems anymore.
This is what's really bad. Mike Vrabel knew he was in it. He stepped in it and he shut up.
And here's the thing here's another thing, Dan. For everybody who's trying to say equality and why is Mike Vrabel not going to get reprimanded? Why should he get reprimanded by the NFL or by his job?
This is something personal.
This is a private matter that was private matter. As a coach, he can go, X's and O's with anybody he wants, as long as it's not affecting his team. Now, you would think that, yes, it might be affecting his team if he's having affairs with an NFL reporter, but it's more so on her job than it ethically and morally than it is his. Because her job, her occupation, there are standards that have to be abided.
She broke a standard of her profession.
Right. He did not.
He did not technically break a standard of his profession.
No, he did not.
And if I were Mike Vrabel, I would do exactly what Mike Vrabel has done. Shut up, say I'm going to get help.
I don't know.
I would not step down.
And then people
I wouldn't step down. I would not step down.
People are upset with Vrabel because it's as if, look,
I wouldn't step
all
down.
you people who are friends or you think you're friends of Diana Russini or you love it, I understand. Fine. You know what? Support your homegirl. Support your friend. I get it. But do me also a favor. Let's not act like she didn't do anything wrong and she's a victim here.
She's not a victim.
She is not a victim here. Okay? She is not.
Look, I've done some bad things in my life and I've made some mistakes in my life and I've tried to justify to myself that it's not me. But in the end, it was me. And you have to come to the realization I'm the reason this happened.
Like she's got to come to the realization I effed up. This is all me. And don't worry, she could deactivate her account. That's cool. 5-6 months right before the NFL season. She'll be on CBS this morning doing a one-on-one with Nate Burleson and explaining that she was all at fault or whatever. Or she'll write a book, and explaining how she was at fault and how she learned from this. And, maybe she could salvage her marriage. Maybe not. Maybe she's going to get divorced. But she's got to realize she messed up. This is all on her.
But Diana Russini and Mike Vrabel for that. If you're saying, it's just a witch hunt.
That was my problem.
What?
It wasn't a witch hunt because nobody was coming after you.
Another thing is this. Look what you did. Why do you want to keep talking about this? You did it. We didn't do this.
Dan, listen to
this.
We
did nothing.
Dan, so people knew what was going on in the NFL because they decided to throw a party. Usually, I guess, during these NFL owners meetings in March, Jay Glazer throws a party. This is like a known fact. This is like the Rock Nation brunch for the NFL during the owners meeting. He throws a coaches like party where the coaches could sit down, relax, chill with one another, drink, and have fun, right? This is a known thing every year in the meetings in Arizona. Jay Glazer throws this bash, right? Guess who decided to throw a similar party right across from this Jay Glazer party and was able to get other coaches and their spouses or girlfriends to come to that other party? Guess.
I'm guessing it was Diana Russini.
Diana Russini. And guess who was her cohort? Her partner in crime in this?
Mike Vrabel.
Right. So you don't think people, coaches, wives, they're not going to be seeing the interaction between those two and be thinking, I think those two have something going on. If anybody's going to know, it's a woman. Other wives and girlfriends will know if somebody's having something going on or somebody's linking up with somebody. And the other thing, people can't keep their mouths closed. So somebody might have mentioned it to someone already. It's funny now that her reaction, her initial reaction is what brought all of this up. You guys are making something big out of nothing. You guys are treating me like this. And then the fact that this is what was nasty. You put your employer in a position where they came out immediately and had your back. Immediately had your back. And was saying, this is not right for someone of Diana Russini's caliber to have to deal with this type of these rumors and insinuations and all of that, right? And then day or two later, they ask you to, hey, can you provide some evidence to back up your story?
Help
right? And then you can't even back it up. You can't even back it up. Okay? You can't even back it up. And then 3 days later, I'm not going to give any, I'm resigning because I don't want to give any air to oxygen to this story. No, you're resigning because you got caught. And right now, your life is effed up because you slacked on your pimping. And then because you slacked on your pimping, it's now causing everybody around you to be affected.
It's just doubling down like you did. What do you want us to do? Just let it go away? No, you wouldn't let it go away as a journalist. We can't let it go away. And I know her friends come to, I see the tweets, and I'll even call this guy out that just recently tweeted this in the story, and he's obviously a friend of hers. The Mike Vrabel, Diana Russini story really under-delivers, IMO. I'm in the core audience for salacious sports media gossip, but they just both seem so dimensionless. I can't really get into it. Lie.
No, you could easily get into it.
Nate Silver, 538. Lie. Sports analyst. Lie.
Yeah, whatever. Nah, Nate. Yeah, that's probably that's
a friend.
It's a friend of one of them. One of them is a friend.
Yeah.
One of the two is a friend, if not both. That's all. No, listen, I have a friend who's friends with her, right? And he was backing her up the whole time. And I'm just I wasn't clowning him. I'm laughing. I'm like, you're making a big mistake in throwing your support towards her because you're going to end up being wrong.
You said it 2 weeks ago when it first came out. You're like, but apparently there's more to this story and they're saving it. So they need to be careful on how they approach this initial wave of criticism.
And she didn't approach it right. And guess what?
She forced the hand of the person that had other stuff.
And you know what happened now? You got to deactivate your social media account now.
You got to get your life together.
But
now.
no, once you start deactivating your social media accounts, that's when you know things have got hectic. Like you can't deal with it no more. You can't deal with it anymore. You all these lying and you're trying to get in front of this situation. Too late.
And now the question is, what's going to happen with Mike Vrabel? I don't know. Some people think he will eventually resign or he'll step down. But I mean, Robert Kraft can't fire him. Robert Kraft's got his.
What the hell with Robert Kraft? Fair.
He's coach of the year, by the way.
I just got my team to the Super Bowl in the first year. I basically do anything I want except certain crimes.
The NFL does what it wants to do. If I'm Mike Vrabel, I just go.
As long as I'm not committing certain crimes, I could get away with a lot in the NFL right now if I'm Mike Vrabel.
If I'm Mike Vrabel, I just
professionally, I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not going to step aside.
But personally, I got to deal with Mrs. Vrabel and my family.
That's not nice.
That's not nice.
And you're probably going to get some cat calls while you're coaching.
That's cool.
Like that. But you deserve
it. By the time I got to deal with that, it'll be September. Something already has to move along. Something big has already come and whitewash my situation.
What, you get off to a 7-0 start.
Nobody gives a rat's ass.
Nobody cares.
But you know what? But you know what can happen to the Athletic? They might not be getting any stories. People might not want to talk to them.
Right.
Because you know why?
The reputation
of one Diana Russini, if she was still an employee of that.
And you backed her.
That's
it's a nasty situation. It's bad.
She'll be good. Like literally, she can be back in the public's eyes in 3 months. No, she's got enough friends in this industry who would love to get her on and put her on. But my thing is, I don't know her access right now in the NFL world because, sometimes you might become person non grata right now. You know what I mean? Because there might have been already stories about her before and how she moved her way up that people already knew and didn't publicly say anything. They wanted to keep it quiet. But now that this came about, it all can come out.
I just thought about that, Vlad. What if there's more?
There is more, bro. There was already before. We heard about her getting into a fight with Britt McHenry. Beautiful, beautiful Britt McHenry. When they both were covering the Commanders, when they were known as a previous name prior. And they got into it because they both were having relations with one Sean McVay before he married that beautiful supermodel and had a baby and is the king of LA. But yeah, he was doing his dirt in DC and they got into it. Like they had to separate these ladies. They couldn't work at the same time. Like they had to put one in one room and the other one in another room.
Man. Salacious stories. Look, you did it.
You did your dirt.
You did your dirt. Now you
did your dirt. Now you got to lay in it.
Oh, man. Spicy, juicy. Going to be interesting to see what happens to the future of Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini.
Nothing's going to happen.
I'm guessing they have separate futures.
Fair. Nothing's going to happen to Mike Vrabel. Okay?
Okay.
Nothing's going to happen to Mike Vrabel.
Continue to monitor the situation.
Nothing's going to happen to Mike Vrabel. I just want to know because I want to know what's going to happen to her because she could have been the queen of Shake Shack.
She was the queen of Shake Shack. And we're talking about the burger place because her husband is the CEO of
something like he's
President.
a high-ranking member of the Shake Shack. Yeah.
How embarrassing. That's all.
And he paid for it.
I'm going to say it's embarrassing.
He paid for the PI.
He did nothing wrong, and he's still embarrassed, I'm sure. Everybody.
Bro, it's not only that. And then this is what's bad about her. And I don't care if she was saying this was shtick, it was all for jokes, because it's not joking. It's not a joking matter now.
Don't joke about that.
She in every forum, any social forum she was in, she always made it like, I don't want to say a rule, but she made it be known she took a shot at her husband in some way, shape, or form. Always either clowning him or saying like she had more fun when she's not around him. Always implying I'm never around because I'm always doing the NFL. He might be having an affair on me, and her mother wouldn't blame him if he was cheating on her because she's never home, when it was the other way around.
And to our knowledge, neither her nor Mike Vrabel were in an open relationship. To our knowledge.
Huh?
To our knowledge, neither of them were in an open relationship.
I don't think you're in an open relationship if your husband is paying for PI.
That's true. That's true, because he knows you're doing this.
And you're not doing Saturday counseling if your wife is telling you you're in an open relationship. Because never in the NFL. Just a
legal disclaimer.
This is why you know things are messed up. Your wife is forcing you to miss a day of work.
One of the biggest days of work.
It's not really the biggest day. Now, mind you, there was a day I was going to miss. It would have been day 3 of the NFL draft.
Oh.
That's a long ass drive.
I might have gotten lucky on that one.
I think I might have gotten lucky. Either I'm lying to say that we're going to counseling, I just wanted a day off, or I'm really going to counseling. But if there was going to be a day I'm going to take off, it would have been that Saturday, rounds 4 to 7. Yeah, it would have been that.
Nasty situation.
It's not an open relationship if I got to do Saturday day counseling, all right, with Dr. Melfi, and it's not an open relationship if my spouse has to hire a private investigator.
Just nasty all around.
Nasty.
Going to do something or nothing next here on 104.3 FM WQAM. All right, so we got some salaciousness out of the way. Now it's time to do a little something or nothing, which is just as salacious. And I got notes for days. I've been taking 2 days worth of notes for something or nothing. So I'm going to run through some of these quick headlines, and Vlad will tell us whether it's something or nothing. Anthony Edwards hyperextends his knee.
Yeah, something.
Dante DiVincenzo torn Achilles.
Something.
But Victor Wembanyama will be playing for the Spurs today.
Something.
Man, covering
Something.
Red Sox fire manager Alex Cora.
Oh, big something. Big something.
Last place in the AL East, 10-17.
That's big something, man. That is a big something. I can't believe the Red Sox did fire Alex Cora. Yes, they have a slow start. They were just swept by the Yankees this week.
Ooh.
But they won 17-1 yesterday afternoon. It was like the biggest run scoring production for the Red Sox in over a year, and they let him go. Not only let him go, they fired like 5 members of his staff as well. So it was a clean house. It was a clean house. It's still 132 games remaining. They are a talented team. I would have thought you just give Alex Cora some time to get this thing, together.
Right.
Because the same thing happened last year. They started off slow and then they got their act together and made it to the wild card. But I don't know. Something Fenway, the Fenway owner group, decided that it was time to change things. So I'm gonna tell you this though. I don't see him being out of a job much
Very
long.
Nope. More sports notes. New trend. Montreal Canadiens fans have been packing churches to pray and to watch the Montreal Tampa Bay playoff games.
Yeah.
They have a projector.
You got no chance, you mother Canuckers.
I like it. I would like to watch more sporting events at church.
They're watching the game at church?
Yeah, they're praying and watching the game at the same time. They have
you could pray.
Projector. They have a projector screen in the
Time out.
churches.
Hold on.
It's awesome.
No.
I love it.
Am I there to hear the good word?
No.
Or am I there to see the good goal?
You're good to you're going. They have a projection screen. You sit in church and you watch the game.
So you think the father wants to be given the holy sermon and then
it's
hearing
not during mass.
It's not.
It's just held in church.
Should be doing mass.
Well, no one will pay attention. Nobody pays attention in church when it's regardless, much less if there's a game on.
You don't want to hear go. You don't want to hear none of that at the same time?
I'm down for it. I'm all for it.
You don't want to hear hallelujah.
Maybe we can
save.
Maybe we can holler at Pope Leo so you can get some changes done in this thing, man. Oh no.
I need Pope Leo.
Imagine Sunday watching the Dolphins.
He's
a Knicks fan. I thought he was a Bulls fan.
Is he a Bulls fan?
He's a Chicago guy.
I don't know.
But I mean, if I could watch Dolphins games and go to church at the same time, I'd be all for it. Go to a Saints game, watch church, man.
That kind of makes sense.
It does really.
Saints and church.
Oh man, Coachella is finished, and you know what follows directly after Coachella over there in Indio, California? Stagecoach Festival, which is the country Coachella.
Who's performing?
Ashley Simpson was there doing an emo set, which makes no sense. And Noah Cyrus and her dad, Billy Ray, were also some of the performers.
Wait, Miley, that's Miley's little sister?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
REM's Michael Stipe is going to release his first solo album. Does that get you excited?
No.
I don't think REM is ever going to get back together.
No, that's them in the corner.
In the spotlight, not anymore.
We're talking about losing
We're talking about religion a lot today. So maybe
we lost ours.
Nashville Animal Control had to capture an escaped emu yesterday. Is that something or nothing?
Nashville?
In Nashville. Emus are nasty, dude. They're mean.
They're emotional.
You don't want to mess with them. Lady told me one time that her emu broke her nose and her arm. I was like, she's like, I had to get rid of it. I was like, yeah. Probably don't want to keep emus as pets. To celebrate Earth Day, pop star Kesha went skinny dipping. Is that something or nothing?
That's always something.
Kesha?
Yeah. I mean, come into and celebrate Earth Day the way you entered Earth.
There's nothing more, I would say, liberating than skinny dipping. You do feel pretty free when you're skinny dipping, as long as there's not like a lot of people around.
I mean, if you're in the comfort of your own home.
Or in the ocean. I might do it today. You know what? When I go to the beach today,
please don't share.
I might go out I'm not going to take my phone out in the water. That'd hurt my phone. But I don't know. You get on your own. You're kind of, just out there, well spaced from people. Do a little swimming. Night swimming. Oh, no, that's a different type of. A woman claims her boyfriend loves when she cheats. In fact, it makes their relationship stronger. Something or nothing.
Is that Diana Russinin?
I know.
Is that Diana Russini?
The words loves when she cheats. Doesn't just say, you know what, yeah, it's cool, or I like it. Nope, loves it. But let's get on.
I mean, by the way, Russini's my new vowel. My new verb.
Say, let's get off of Diana Russini.
It's gonna be my new verb of the year.
Okay,
you got Russini.
Last but not least, I did send you an email earlier today about this 28-year-old
Let me take a look at her.
Summer Robert. I know people like to do some research.
I mean, when you're talking about your headlines, I need to see what the visual is.
28-year-old Summer Robert. She claims to have the UK's biggest bongos. You know what I mean? Biggest
mammies.
Bongos. She says she's not
legumbres.
She is not going to cover up her cleavage because it offends people. You know what? I'm all for that. You do you. You have the right to feel comfortable.
Let him breathe.
We're getting a lot of oxygen.
Let him breathe. That's all.
A lot of oxygen.
Let him breathe.
Whoo!
Let him breathe.
We'll save that email for later.
Yeah.
We got one.
She got an OnlyFans?
I can only imagine if she claims to have the UK's largest bada booms, that she probably makes some money off of it.
Legumbres.
I was kind of thinking about how, but that's too much thinking. But yeah, but I mean, if you claim to have the biggest
legumbres,
yeah. We got one more segment. We're going to take you up until this Marlins game as they try to get back to 500 on the season against the Giants. They've had a very good record. Actually, their 6-game winning streak in San Francisco ended yesterday, but they'll try to start a new winning streak in San Francisco and a new winning streak altogether tonight at around 4 o'clock, 3:30 pregame. Vlad and I will be back after this on 104.3 FM WQAM. Man, we live in a crazy world where women run around on their husbands, men run around on their wives, people are shooting up the White House, and the Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers are struggling to score 60 points in 3 quarters. Wow. So far, the sports day has not gotten off to an exhilarating start, although Vlad and I have been kind of on point today. I'm not going to lie. There's some days I come in here and I'm a little, but today, you and I, Vlad, on point.
I mean, the Knicks winning yesterday made things a little bit easier.
I watched that.
Vlad was upset most of the week. I just wanted a nice day. You know what I'm saying? You ever have you want everything to fall in place? You have 3 things. You just want to go for 3 for 3, but you go 2 for 3. But the one that you didn't convert is the one that you really wanted to convert.
Yeah.
So that's what happened this week. I had a good week. Yankees bit the Sox. Draft happened, but the Knicks would lose, and that would mess up my day. Then that was your life part, and that was on Monday. Now Thursday was the worst day of my life. It was the greatest day and worst day of my life.
Worst day of your life.
Well,
maybe a little hyperbole, but
as a fan, sports fan,
still, once again, maybe a little.
Well, Dan, if you saw me, Dan, and you know how I get down.
I know how you.
You know how I get when it comes postseason.
I get scared.
Yes. So think about Yankees Sox, right? You know how much I hate the Red Sox. Knicks playoffs, you know how I am when the Knicks are in the playoffs.
Yes.
And then the Jets draft. Okay? And then there was one particular moment towards the end of the Knicks-Hawks game where the Jets were also drafting at 16. It was like the most frantic 5 minutes of my life.
Crazy.
It was crazy. So yesterday, Yanks beat the Astros, the second team I hate more than the second team. I hate them as second after the Red Sox.
Really?
Yeah, I hate the Astros with a passion.
I grew up watching them.
Cheating bastards. F them. I want to use
do anything that
I
nobody
want
else
to
does.
ECW and use some trash cans on their heads.
Everybody does.
You little short person, Jose Altuve.
Hall of Famer.
I'll kick him.
Hall of Famer.
He is a good player, though. He's a great player. I'm not gonna lie. Altuve's good, but nonetheless,
Venezuelan.
Yes. Shout out to Weston.
I need some Tequeños now. Go ahead.
But you just want all your sports teams to win. All like the weekends down here in South Florida when everybody wins and it's just a great sports weekend. That's what I wanted to feel, and I felt that yesterday. Yankees beat the Stros. Knicks beat the Hawks. Life is good for Vlad.
Sometimes it's not too much to ask.
I'm not asking for much.
It's 60-58. Toronto leads Cleveland.
They're leading now?
They're on a 14-0 run, a 14-1 run. Man, these two teams I think they've forgotten partially what basketball is. One guy literally got the ball blocked. He was shooting a floater without jumping from the free throw line. It got blocked. Okay, don't put the Spider-Man away, Donovan Mitchell. You got 58 points after 3 quarters. Nonetheless, going to be it. Don't let the Raptors.
I'm not knocking Donovan Mitchell, man. When you have Lolo Jones,
LSU great.
No, is it Lolo Coco? No, it might be Coco. She's on. I think maybe it's Coco Jones. I think it's Coco. I said Lola. It was Coco. She's this R&B singer. She's she plays Hillary on the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Bel Air. She plays in Bel Air.
So you're thinking of Coco Jones?
Yeah, I'm thinking about Coco Jones,
not Lolo. Big difference.
Yeah, one's a track star, the other one's a musician, an artiste.
Interesting.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I'm all for, and I'm all for celebrity relationships. I think they're awesome. I think they're great. I love seeing Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner canoodling. I love Brandon Ingram and Megan Thee Stallion.
No, you talking about Glorilla.
Glorilla, because
Megan
Thee
Clay
Stallion is with Clay.
No,
Thompson.
not anymore. They broke up.
I saw him with another woman the other day, so that's probably the reason.
Yeah,
why.
she came out and virtually said that
he's a punk.
No,
breakups aren't easy.
She was basically saying that in a nicer breakup terms, but yeah.
Got to be careful when you date a musician that's a woman, because they will get at you when things go bad. A la Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. I'm sure his ex-wife hates the hell out of both of them.
His ex-girl, Kayla?
He was married, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't married. He was just he was just with a fine sister.
Oh, I thought he was married to her.
No, he wasn't married.
Oh, well, then she got nothing to be mad about.
Well, I mean,
he did break up with a black girl and start dating the whitest woman in America.
She's a billionaire.
I mean,
if you're gonna
it's
go,
a bad one though.
If you're gonna go to opposite ends of the spectrum, you might as well go to the top of the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And then when I mean the top of the top, I'm talking about the richest of the rich.
Yep. Oh, and congratulations, Harry Styles and one of my all-time baddest ones, Zoe Kravitz, apparently engaged.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I met Zoe Kravitz once, and I do not get starstruck.
Nah,
she is all-time one of the most beautiful auras of persons I've ever met. Like her aura is just
there's another one
I
that
couldn't even like
her little small self. I can't believe the aura that she has. Like you talk about aura farming. Ariana has that.
Grande.
Yeah, she has an aura
I've never
about
met
her.
Whew.
She has an aura about her.
Whew. Harry Styles and Zoe Kravitz, please have children immediately.
I don't know about all that. I mean, knock yourself out, but yeah.
Knock it out. Please, the two of you. Those children will be great. I mean, look, Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz had Zoe Kravitz.
Lisa Bonet was
still to this day. Is she still with Jason Momoa? Speaking of celebrity relationships, I think they are. They're not married. I think they're just together. I had a chance to go see Jason Momoa, but I didn't buy tickets, and he played at Gramps over in Wynwood, and it was sold out. A bunch of women wanted to go see him, and a bunch of guys too. I didn't make it. I tried to weasel my way through the line. I pulled the waiting in line. Well, can I just buy tickets? Nope. I said, can I just give you some money? Nope. I said, I work at the radio station. Nope. I said, I don't think I'm getting in.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Okay. I tried everything though. I tried all my tricks.
You did.
I probably should have just flashed a press pass and been like, all right, I had Dan from WQAM and just kept walking in, and they might have just been bewildered. I've done that before too. Odyssey Broadcast, Odyssey Media. So thank you. Sorry. Nope,
yeah.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
But today though, I'm going to go to the beach.
To the beach.
I'm going to the beach. I've already, like I said, there's reconnaissance that bad ones are out there, and there's live music at the band shell, so I can listen to some live music while I'm laying on the beach and taking in the scenery. And then I'm going to catch the end of this Portland Trailblazers Spurs game with Victor Wembanyama playing. Starts at 3:30, 7 o'clock, Celtics, 76ers. Vlad wants the 76ers to make it a series so that if the 76ers or the Celtics play the Knicks in the next round, they will have used up a lot of their bullets. And then the Lakers mercifully.
Yeah, I have the Lakers in this, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's embarrassing what the Rockets kind of do. Like, and I feel bad for Ime and Duque, although he's had his infidelities too.
Yeah, and everybody, there's a difference between what happened with Ime and what happened with Mike Vrabel. Vrabel wasn't smashing somebody in his office. Yeah, in his office. The problem he wasn't having
what's embarrassing for Ime.
He wasn't fornicating with his boss's wife or boss's girl.
Oh. What's embarrassing for him is it wasn't bad enough that he was messing with his boss's wife. Is that when she told him, all right, enough is enough, he didn't accept that. He pressured her.
Yeah, us brothers got to stop doing that. That's the same. By the way, I'm happy that we're bringing this up.
It needs to be talked about.
No, because it's another story that's very closely around these situations.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the blue on Friday, I believe, I think it was 2020, Viente Vente.
Thank you.
They had a story about the girl who was having affairs with Sharon Moore, the former Michigan coach.
Oh, yeah. He avoided jail time, by the way.
He avoided a lot, right? He avoided a lot. And wifey stayed by his side. Right? That's a good woman right there.
They can call him a bottom B sometimes.
Nah, that's a good woman. That's a girl. You're shorty stood by your side. Nah, that's your ride or die. That's that's your ROD.
Your foundation.
Yeah. Like she stood there. She had to take all that nastiness.
That's nasty.
She had to take all that. She took it to the face, like head on, and she stood there by your side,
that's
right?
the type of woman I want.
That's that's wifey material to the core. That's the epitome of being a wife, right? Like
that's taking those vows
seriously. That's taking those vows seriously, because like, nah, whew, he did dirty. He did her dirty.
That you want to talk about something disgusting. Whew.
And by the way, if I'm gonna do dirt, at least making sure it's better dirt than what I'm already got at home. It wasn't that great dirt, you know what I mean? Like you gotta,
she was a little wonky.
Yeah, like she gotta be, risk it all worthy. She gotta be risk it all worthy. I don't think she was risk it all worthy, right? At least this one right now. So then, guess what? She does an interview talking about how he basically pressured her and had he had unwavering power over her and all of that. And I'm like, no,
I can believe it.
No, I don't.
I do.
I don't, because You're already from power. Your family's football family. Like it's your family's been known around this sport for a long time. So yeah, your family has more power than this man has right now. But here's the thing. That story was being swept under the rug. Like nobody cared about that story. So why would out of the blue she came out with an interview? And so I'm wondering why she came out with an interview. Did she come out with an interview because of the news surrounding Diana Russini, where they could kind of like,
dovetail it together?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was weird that she finally spoke after his verdict was set.
He caught some
parole. And he's pretty much, he got, other than the fact of embarrassment, and he's got to feel the wrath of his wife, got away unscathed.
He did lose his job.
He got away unscathed.
He lost his job.
You're gonna lose. You got to take some L's in this, bro. Like you're gonna take L's. You effed up. You're gonna take some L's now. Just you don't want the L's to be that heavy.
You want to take the lightest L's you can.
You want to take the lightest L's that you can take, and he took, because the heavy L would have been losing your job and losing your family.
Losing your family, going to jail,
and then going to jail. That's the 3 L's.
Maybe getting sued, your pants off. Pardon the pun.
So he got away with it.
Got to make the most of a bad situation, and apparently Sharon Moore did. Whew. Man, 305-567-056. You can also jump on the YouTube and Twitch. We're getting ready for the Marlins game. That's coming up at 4:05. Pregame at 3:30. Jack McMullen, Steven Strom got you covered as we get ready for that. Got a lot of basketball, a lot of hockey games today. We're going to keep an eye on all that. You know what? I might, late at night, maybe if the Lakers start blowing out the Rockets, and I hope they do, because Ime Udoka, like I said, he just looks like he's just done with it.
You know what? I don't know why I got beef with Ime. I mean, I don't. I do because he takes every chance he tries to take a shot at Bron. He even takes shots at Bronny. And I'm looking at you like, fam, you're not all that. And you lost Nia Long.
So there you go.
You lost Nia Long over the owner's wife.
More reason to cheer for the Lakers tonight.
Yeah, come on, bro.
That's one thing.
How you gonna lose Nia Long?
There ain't no way you can rationalize. You know what's a good idea? Sleeping with the boss's wife.
And losing Nia Long. Never in life that never.
I don't even want to know his.
That makes sense in life.
I don't want to know his thought process on that.
Clearly,
it would clearly blow my mind.
Therefore, when you see the Rockets play and you see how stupid they are, you understand they're following they're following their leader.
Oh man. Oh no. Speaking of stupidity, I was thinking maybe tonight, if things get a little spicy, I might go into Netflix, which I haven't gone on in a while, and watch this Manosphere thing that everyone's been talking about. This guy, he's like an influencer and he does all types of crazy stuff. He OD'd in Brickell the other day, by the way. But his name's like Claviclure or something like that. I know people know. I want to go see what it's about, because this dude's a wreck, man. He OD'd in Brickell the other day. Might have been a publicity stunt. He says he shot up so much steroids that he's sterile. He broke his own jaw to make it straighter by punching himself in the face.
Nah, I don't want to hear that. You stupid. I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. It's just
you hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. Why would you hurt yourself? That makes no sense.
Manosphere on Netflix. Is it out? I'm. You know what? I might have to do this. Louis. Oh, good. He's French. I appreciate this. Louis Theroux. Inside the Manosphere, documentary that investigates the growing influence of ultra-masculine red pill online communities. Okay, so the French guy isn't Claviclure or whatever his name is. It's the guy that does. It's a documentary about guys that are like just nuts, I guess. Miami, New York, Marabella. I'm gonna look at it tonight, man. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe during the halftime of this Lakers game. And I will report to you next week if I remember to. Louis Theroux. Manosphere.
Okay.
Inside the Manosphere. I know this guy, Claviclure or whatever his name is, he OD'd in Brickell the other day. And he might have done it on purpose. That's what scares me even more so. And that I'm paying mind to it is also probably a problem.
Too much fun.
Yep. Okay, so we're moving on because that's not necessary. But yeah, mostly basketball, beach, and bad ones. That's kind of what my day is going to consist of, Vlad. What do you have going on the rest of the day? Tell me something good.
I'm just going to be chilling, bro.
You're not going to exercise? You're not going to go run a mile, do some push-ups? Go to the gym?
Yeah, I might. I might burn trees.
When was the last time you went to the gym? I thought about this yesterday. That tells me enough.
This year?
Why?
I haven't. Not last year.
Why?
Maybe 20. Maybe 24.
I've been busting it 4 or 5 days a week in the gym. And yesterday I was sitting there with Giuseppe and Nathan. I was wearing a jersey, and I looked at my arms and I was like, "Have I really been busting it this hard for this? This is my return on investment."
You didn't like your return on investment.
I was like, "Look how skinny my arms are." I was thinking I'm walking out like big man. Like, man, maybe I'll be walking down the street and somebody will honk or a lady will yell out. And then I realized if they do, they're going to be screaming for terror, man. Like, all this work for this, look for this, nothing. That's nothing. I'm not trying to be like, look how big it is. That's nothing. 5 days a week. This is what I've got. Man, sad.
You ain't got muscles, baby.
Maybe, and they always tell me you should eat more. Well, you know what?
That's the sad part. Listen, don't tell guys like myself and Dan to eat more. We do eat more. We just don't put on weight.
Right. You want
some of y'all look at food and gain weight.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. And I am thankful for that. I would way rather be in my position. My best friend was like, Dan, some guys drink 1 beer and they put on like 15 pounds.
Now, tough for you. I could drink 12 beers. I don't look like anything.
I can go get an 8-piece at Popeyes, wolf that thing down, drink 6 beers, and I will lose weight.
I can eat 3 boxes of pizza.
I can eat a large pizza, but not anything more. I start getting.
Well, I mean, 3 medium boxes would be.
A medium is just a starter.
That's what I was asking. That's why I asked you about the pizza with the coworkers the other day. It's like, were they large boxes or medium?
It said
boxes?
Large on the box, but large ain't what large.
Ain't what it used to be, huh?
Yeah, public downsizing, I guess. I
guess.
But yeah, it'll be good. So Vlad and you and I will be on them periodically throughout the week if they want to follow us.
Yeah.
And find out more. And of course, we repost a lot of the clips from the show, whether it be silliness or whether it be seriousness. Of course, we're going to repost the Diana Russini segment for sure, because that's what people love. 305-567-0560 is not where you go to find what we're doing. You go to @Vlad2078 on social media and @Dan-Day-Radio. So yeah, throughout, and that's on all the platforms. We are on every single platform except OnlyFans. We are not, at least me, not yet on OnlyFans.
I'm not.
One day, hopefully. But that's my own personal business. Although you and I are working on something. Look, I'm going to put it out in the universe real quick.
And now we're not working on OnlyFans material.
No OnlyFans material. Once again, very bad transition by me. You and I are working on some behind the scenes things, sports-wise, that are going to be coming to light in the very future. Very exciting. So you might want to follow us on social media if you don't already. @Dan-Day-Radio, @Vlad2078.
More Dan and Vlad.
Really cool, exciting stuff that I'm telling you, like, not salacious, but spicy.
Only Vlad is funny.
Only Dan's. Yeah.
Only Vlad, only Dan is funny.
We might work on that too. But yeah, so and we got the Creole culture.
Oh, strictly for the ladies. That's only for the ladies.
Creole culture, it's going to be spicy. Whatever we do, that's going to be kind of behind the scenes, and we're going to let you in on it. So I'm just putting it out, floating it out into the universe, so that you can kind of get your mind, spirit, and body right.
Playboy, enjoy this beautiful Sunday.
Go to the beach.
And
then next weekend we might go on a field trip.
We might go on a field trip.
That's for later. We got to see what our schedule is.
I will be on with Toby and Leroy on tomorrow and Friday. So you can join me if you want to listen to me. I'll be on Monday and Friday with Toby and Leroy. And then next weekend with my cousin, Dan Day.
Saturday,
Sunday. Please enjoy the beautiful weather that we're going to have here in South Florida this week. It's going to hit the 90s. So if you see my boy Dan on the beach, buy him a beer and say hello.
Or if you're a lady, give me a hug.
If you're ladies, give him a hug. Give him a hug and say hello.
There's nothing like hugging a bikini-clad woman when you have no shirt on.
A 2-piece?
2-piece.
Nice.
Konnichiwa. For my cousin Vladimir Lusa, I am Dan Day. This has been Sports Day on 104.3 FM, WQAM.
Later, fools.